to my live series, where creativity meets cutting-edge technology. I'm Mel, and on this channel, we explore the fascinating world of AI and content creation. Whether you're new to content creation or a seasoned pro, this series is all about helping you tap into your creative potential using AI tools that can elevate your work in ways you've never imagined. In this series, we'll be diving deep into tools like MidJourney for AI-generated imagery and Canva for design, but that's just the start. I'll be sharing other incredible tools as we come across them, anything that can help you create faster, smarter, and more beautifully. The goal here is to not only show you how to use these tools, but also to inspire you to think outside the box and find new ways to bring your vision to life. This live series is about more than just tips and tutorials. It's about building a community of creators who are passionate about what they do and eager to learn together. I believe AI is changing the game for creators, and if you're ready to embrace this evolution, you're in the right place. We'll push boundaries, challenge ourselves, and grow our skills in ways that truly set our work apart. So, if you're ready to join me on this journey of creativity and innovation, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. By doing so, we'll be supporting not only this channel, but also your own creative growth as part of a community that's dedicated to mastering the future of content creation. Let's create, innovate, and inspire together. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the live. Today it is 3 p.m. on a Monday, so you guys are probably like, what is going on? Because as you know, we go on live every weekday at 7 p.m., and I'm not trying to disrupt the schedule. However, because of the holidays, there are some slight changes that are being made to the times of the lives, but after the holidays are over, we will absolutely be going back to our 7 p.m. schedule. Very, very sorry for the last minute notice because I actually was not going to go on live today, but I said, you know what? I know my supporters want to see a live video, and even if we can't do it at our regular 7 p.m. time, I will do it at this time, and people will catch the replay. That's what's most important. This is why I leave these videos up for you guys to catch the replay. Now, before I get started into the live, which today will be all about the breakdown of MidJourney in Canva, I do want to remind you guys that MidJourney is having a 30% off sale. It's 30% for the first month or year for all plans. It's using code HOLIDAY30. And for those of you who are already subscribers, including the basic subscribers, there's going to be unlimited relax mode with near zero wait time for the rest of the holidays. And I can attest to this myself that it works because you guys have seen it work on the live. I've been using relax mode for the past few days since this announcement has came up, and with zero to no wait time, I've been able to generate my image. So just a reminder about that. The next thing I want to talk about is TubeBuddy, right? I want to get started with the announcement. Let's talk about TubeBuddy. So let's get into TubeBuddy really quick. If you're serious about growing your YouTube channel, TubeBuddy is the ultimate tool to help you achieve your goals faster and more efficiently. Whether you're a beginner or an experienced creator, TubeBuddy offers a suite of powerful features that streamline your workflow, boost your visibility, and enhance your content's performance. With TubeBuddy, you get access to advanced keyword research tools, intelligent video SEO suggestions, and data-driven insights that help you optimize your videos for more views, higher engagement, and better ranking. TubeBuddy's simple interface integrates seamlessly with YouTube, so you can manage your channel from one place, saving you time and effort. From crafting compelling titles and descriptions to optimizing tags and thumbnails, TubeBuddy helps you get the most out of every video you upload. Plus, its analytics and competitor research tools allow you to track your progress and outsmart your competition with smart data-backed decisions. Ready to take your YouTube game to the next level?
Sign up for TubeBuddy today through my affiliate link and unlock all the tools you need to grow your channel.
Also, the next announcement that I did want to make is that if you are not already subscribed to the YouTube channel, make sure you do subscribe. We're at over 1K subscribers, thanks to you guys. And as you guys know, this is a no gatekeeping channel. So that's why it's very important that you guys subscribe, like, comment on the live, and also turn on the notifications so that you are aware of when the live video is starting. Speaking of awareness, if you are not already a part of the Facebook group, make sure you do join that group because that is where I make all of the announcements on when or I will not be able to go on live, when the schedule changes, like today. Today it was unexpected to go on live at 3 p.m. Eastern, but like I said, I couldn't leave you guys without a live video, even though I know that the viewership would probably be on the lower side because this is not our regular scheduled time for our programming. But if you are not a part of the Facebook group, make sure you scan that QR code so that you can get announcements. And last but not least, I do want to talk about some new services that we have. You guys send me emails all the times and also provide suggestions and in the comments, and just kind of observing what it is that everyone needs and looks for and being able to provide that. And we have two new services. Which are the MidJourney Mastery one-on-one personalized AI class. So we are on a one-on-one session for an hour where I kind of teach you all things MidJourney as it relates to your brand, and I kind of just break it down for you. I do this on YouTube, but sometimes people need a little bit more one-on-one attention, so I'm able to provide that. And we also have the Canva Pro one-on-one personalized design masterclass. And the best part about this is eligible for the live flash sale. So I'm just gonna go ahead and enable that discount right now. And the discount code is JCFAM. So I'm just going to put that in the comments. Use code JCFAM during the live only for 50% off all products. And the website is www.thejunecreation.com. So using code JCFAM, you will be able to get 50% off all products. So if you need that one-on-one personalized class for MidJourney, instead of it being $100, that's going to be slashed to $50 if you use code JCFAM. And for Canva Pro, instead of $90, that's going to be slashed to $45 using code JCFAM, okay? That is the 50% off live flash sale only during the live. It is activated, so use it, because after the live is over, the discount code is going to go away. Also, the new year is coming. I'm sure you guys have a lot of new year resolutions. Some people want to update their website, update their logo, kind of just learn more. All of these things are things that are beneficial to your growth, and take advantage of that 50% off sale during the live so that you can be prepared for the new year. I know I have a lot of things on my to-do list for the new year, my New Year's resolution, which I'll probably share with you guys through some announcements when the time comes. So in preparation for it all, I am going to be working on making the website better. I might be working on a new logo for myself, but I'm also, most importantly, working on adding more products and services for you on the website to help you with your growth journey. So make sure you are taking advantage of the sale. It's code JCFAM during the live only. And like I said, it's 50% off all our products on www.thejunecreation.com. And also check out the stock images as well, because those are very popular. Now, without further ado, we are going to get into the tutorial. So as always, I want to start with MidJourney. That is the start for our lives majority of the time. And with MidJourney, I like to kind of start from the raw basics, because some of us need to start from the very beginning to understand what we're doing in this platform, what it's useful for, and how it can help us with our brand. So first things first, I want to talk about the subscription plan. MidJourney is not free. Also, shout out to the people in the comments. Shout out to Marie June who said Merry Christmas to the June creation. Thank you so much. Merry Christmas to you as well. And Merry Christmas to all of you guys and happy holidays for those of you who don't celebrate Christmas. So, just to get started with the subscription plan, I am on the $30 a month plan. And don't let that alarm you because the cheapest plan is $10 a month and it is completely worth it. All right. With the $10 a month, you get limited generations, which means that you get approximately 200 image generations per month. You get general commercial terms. What does that mean? You can resell your images. That's what that means. You can sell your images. You can use them for commercial purposes. You can do whatever it is that you want to do with those images. Those images are yours. There's optional credit top ups. That means that, let's say, if you run out of those 200 image generations for the month, don't fret. You're not just stuck until waiting until the next month. You can actually purchase something called fast hours. And when you select on buy more fast hours, you can buy an hour worth of what image generation would be for $4, 2 hours worth for $8, 5 hours worth for $20, and 12 hours worth for $48. 1 hour does not translate into one actual literal hour. It translates to how much image generations do you possibly think you could make in an hour. So let's say if that's 50 image generations, then that's what it would be. Let's say if it was 75, that's what it would be. So it just kind of depends on how much it can generate in 1 hour. And also, as you can see here in the note, it says that purchase fast hours expire after 60 days. So if 60 days pass, 2 months pass, and you don't use up all your fast hours, they would expire. That has happened to me before. I had some fast hours here and then they went ahead and expired. So my thing to you is always start off with the 1 hour because as you can see, there's no discount happening as you increase, right? It's not like you're purchasing 2 hours and you're getting it for $7. Like you can purchase a 1 hour session twice and you're still gonna pay $8, which is what 2 hours is. So start at 1 hour. I believe I had started at like 2 hours and then I ended up losing some of my time. So always start at 1 hour when you want to do this. So the next plan after the basic plan is the standard plan. That's the plan that I'm on right now, and I get 15 hours of fast generations and pretty much everything else here except that I get unlimited relaxed generations. What does that mean? That means that when I am ready to create a prompt and I come to the settings and I see more options for speed, there's relax mode, there's fast mode, and there's turbo mode. So usually I'm on fast mode. Everyone is usually on fast mode. For the people who have basic, they usually don't see this button, which is the relax mode. They just see fast. I'm not sure if they see turbo, but they just see fast. So with the unlimited relax mode, with the standard plan that I have, if I don't want to do fast, I can do relax, which usually takes about 3 to 5 minutes to generate your image. However, like I said, MidJourney is having a sale. Okay, they are doing the holiday 30 sale, and as you can see at the bottom, it says we're also giving all subscribers, including basic, unlimited relax mode with near zero wait time for the rest of the holidays. So if you are a basic user, you are now going to see this relax button here and you can use it. And instead of having to wait for 3 to 5 minutes for your image to generate, it will take a minute or less, just as it would for fast mode. So just make sure to keep note of that, okay? And that is pretty much it when it comes to the subscriptions. I'm pretty sure most of us don't really have to worry about the pro plan or mega plan. Hopefully we all get to that point one day where we would get something like this or have the amount of work to do to need to pay $60 a month for this. But for now, listen, basic plan, start with the basic plan. And then if you find yourself running out often, then you can switch over to the standard plan. I would say don't go for the yearly billing, even though you do get 20% off, because we don't know if this is a tool that we're going to be using 1 year from now. There are so many tools, there are so many applications that are popping up here and there that are of use for different things. We have this, we have Dolly, we have Bing. We have so many options right now that you don't want to commit to a yearly plan and yearly billing for this. I say pay the extra $2 a month and just do the monthly billing. So that is that for this. Now, Before I get into the Explore tab, let's actually go to the Updates tab. So MidJourney has been doing updates for us. So one of the most recent updates was profiles and mood boards. You can now go to midjourney.com/personalize and you can see that you can create a mood board. If I come over here and select create a mood board, you'll see that I can either upload images directly from my computer to add to my mood board. I can add a link from the website and add to my mood board, or I can just select images from my MidJourney gallery to add to my mood board as well. And how does the mood board work? I'm going to show you because I'm going to open up the mood board that I already have. So I have my Winter Wonderland lookbook. This was a mood board, and what I did was I took the images that I liked that it used as style references and took images of a person as well, that I generated to be used as a character reference or a style reference as well. And what happened was I can copy this code. And once I copy the code, it automatically pastes into the input box. And you see it says dash dash P space M, and it has a long range of numbers. Dash dash P stands for dash dash personalized. That means you are personalizing your prompt based on this mood board. M stands for mood board, and this is the number. This is the code of the mood board. So when you have this in your prompt, your images are going to come out to a similar aesthetic as this. So let's say if I say an African American black woman in the snow. Now, being that I have a Latina woman here, not sure if it's going to give me an African American woman because I was interchanging the images when I was doing this, but we're going to go ahead and give it a try and see how good this really gets. And I'm going to select on enter. But before we go review what that prompt gives us is in the queue, I want to talk about the other updates. So aside from profiles and mood boards, there was another update about 2 weeks ago, which was MidJourney Patchwork. And Patchwork is such a good tool because you can use that for storytelling purposes. It helps with creating consistent characters. If you want to take a look at this, sometimes it doesn't load because this is a new tool. I do think it's in some type of beta mode, and sometimes it just doesn't work how we need it to work. But I'm going to go ahead and try to log in so that I can show you an example of what patchwork looks like. Also, if you're in the live, make sure you do sound off in the comments and like the live, you guys. So this is the issue when it comes to patchwork. Sometimes it takes time to reload. So it might do that a couple of times before it actually opens up the interface for us. So here we go. It's in the lobby. It's reloading. So this tool still needs a lot of work, but while we're waiting for it to load, I'm going to explain what it does. Basically, you go in and you create a portal or you create a world. As you can see, it just popped up. So my world was the city of pink, and also you choose a style reference. So you're going to see a bunch of images. For some reason, all of the images are images of cats, which to me is creepy, but you know what? To each his own. So you pick the style reference, and basically what the style reference does when you're selecting that cat is, it's not that it's going to give you cat images. What it's going to do is the style of cat it is. Like, let's say if it looks like a Pixar cat, if it looks like a watercolor cat, if it looks like a realistic cat, it's taking that style of the image type and applying it to all of the pictures that you generate based off of that style and for your world. So for this, the world was City of Pink, and what it automatically does for you is it generates 4 images on what it feels like the City of Pink could look like. Then you can start to create characters. So this character was Amara Duval, and she's the protagonist of the story. Because not only are you creating the characters, you're also creating a story. And guess what? I did not create this story on my own. MidJourney Patchwork did all of the work for me. All I did was type something in, ask it to give me an idea, and it gave me the title or the name of the character. Then it created a description of the character for me. All I did was add African American ebony skin tone, long black hair. Everything else was completely MidJourney. Also, you'll see up here that I have a note, and these are notes of things that you can apply to your images. Okay, like maybe a character weight of 2, and a stylization of 200, and it applies it to all of the images. Okay, it creates props. So what's a story without a prop? What's a story without a protagonist? But also, what's a story without an antagonist? So this is the antagonist here, who is Eliza Mayweather. and she just bumps heads with this person who is Amara Duval. Then there is the place. So the place, there's two places here: the whimsical candy factory, and so on and so forth. And you kind of just build like this. You build your story. Then you're able to take these images and create an ebook with it, create a story with it, or whatever you may want to do. But MidJourney pretty much does all of that work for you. So that was another update that happened. Now I want to go to the Explore tab, which is one of my favorite tabs. And the reason why this is my favorite tab is because this is like the inspiration tab. So this is where you come and you'll see all of the other images that people in MidJourney have created before. Now, there is a lot of discussions online about this. People are pissed that people are using some of these images for inspiration and all of these things. If you do not want your image to be here, there are ways to hide your image so it does not appear on the Explore tab, okay? These images are here for inspiration because sometimes we don't know what prompt to use, and that's okay. The point is, we're trying to learn and we're trying to use the proper tools to create images for our business, and we can't do that sometimes without some learning, without some inspiration, and without some trial and error. Also, MidJourney will never create the same exact image twice. So as I'm looking at this Explore tab, one of the images that immediately stands out to me is this image right here. And let's say if you see this image and you can like it, you can search for other images similar to it. You can use the image as a reference, or you can use the prompt. Let's say if you want to know what this prompt is, you can just select on it and see what the person wrote. So the person wrote airbrush cartoon portrait of a beautiful Caucasian woman with stylish glasses, big curly brown hair, and jewelry in the style of artist Coco Michelle. So this person themselves is using the style of someone else as inspiration. So why is it not okay to use their image as inspiration as well? That's what I'm trying to make you guys understand, okay? AI MidJourney, it does draw from inspiration of a bunch of different sources. People tend to get upset about that, but all of this AI stuff is being drawn from just learning different languages of what people are inputting into the system. Okay. So let's say if we wanted to use this prompt as a reference, all we would need to do is come here where it says use and hit on prompt, and you're going to see that that prompt comes up right here. I'm going to remove this asterisk because I'm not really sure why that asterisk is there. But let's say if I was to use this prompt and I was to select enter, we're going to take a look in a second while it creates it in the queue to see what that gives us. But we're just going to scroll through here some more, and you're going to see that there are a bunch of other images that people are creating that you can use prompt inspiration for, or even using it as an image reference or a style reference. So this here says that this is candid portraits of gorgeous women on the New York subway. The women are in sharp focus. The focal point of the image are two women making direct and engaging eye contact with each other. Both women have unbelievably perfect and beautiful supermodel faces. They're wearing pink, lots of motion blur, people around them, lots of action, and this is a high resolution photography. Okay, this is what you see from that image. So you can kind of just scroll and scroll and scroll to see what you can get to create the cute images that you want for your brand. Now, let's say if you don't want to look at random images and there's something really specific that you want to search for. This is why we have this search bar right here in the Explore tab. The search bar is your friend. This is going to be your best friend because anything that you need to find, any type of inspiration that you're looking for, that search bar is going to be the tool that you need to use to get it. So let's say if I type in, I don't know, businesswoman. Once I type that in, you're going to see a bunch of images that resemble a businesswoman, right? All of these women are in suits. All of these women, most of them are in an office setting, but you just see this is businesswomen. And it ranges from images that look super realistic to images that may look like anime-like to other images that are just a simple cartoon. it ranges. You are the one who decides what type of image you want and what kind of style you want. If we take a look at this image, it says that a beautiful female fashion model dressed in a formal dark blue sleeve dress with a dark blue business blazer walking in the streets of Manhattan in the style of Hugo Boss shoot for women. Okay. Once again, this is the second prompt that we clicked on where it said in the style of, because this is using inspiration of brands itself to generate these images. All of these images that people are creating using AI and MidJourney is in the style of something else. So when people come and they're like, oh my gosh, this is copying, we're not saying copy stuff, right? That's wrong. Don't take people's stuff and you just slap your name on it and sell it as your own. But you can use these prompts as inspiration. That's my whole point, because even the prompter themselves is using a brand as inspiration, and that's pretty much what it is. So now we're going to go on over to our create tab to see what got created for us with the two images that we tried to generate. So this is the one that I tried to generate with the mood board, which is an African American woman, black woman in the snow. And as you can see, this follows the same mood that my board has with the darkness, the blues, you know what I'm saying? Just like the style reference and just how the image looks in general. It was able to kind of keep that same aesthetic. So that is what the mood board is for. And you can see here that it says that this mood board and this inspiration for this image is coming from the Winter Wonderland lookbook. Okay. The next image is the prompt that we saw where it said airbrush cartoon portrait of a beautiful Caucasian woman with stylish glasses, big curly brown hair, and jewelry in the style of artist Coco Michelle. As you can see here, we didn't even use the other image as a style reference. This said style of artist Coco Michelle, and immediately it kind of gave us these images. And I do think that it looks similar to the image that we use this prompt from. And I don't know who Coco Michelle is, not the biggest artist, but let's type her in, Coco Michelle artist. So Coco Michelle does illustrations. Let me go to the images tab. I don't know if this is the Coco Michelle or if there is someone else, but she does illustrations, and I guess they're just using this style. I guess maybe like something like this with the glasses and everything. So I don't know. That's something we could look into. But if you were to put, if I was to put in the style of Jean Michel Basquiat or in the style of Van Gogh or whatever I put, rest assured that you would get an image that is in the style of the artist that is known that you are putting in there. So that's how we generate that image. Now, I kind of want to take you guys through generating some images for practice, whether it may be for your brand or for your business or just for fun, right? A lot of the places, so a lot of the places I like to go to is the internet to look for inspiration. And sometimes we may not know how to generate a prompt. And I'm going to show you how you can generate a prompt using Chat GPT as well. So let's go on a website, and let's go on a website like fashionnova.com. How many of you guys shop at fashionnova.com? If you do, make sure you like the live, right? Now we're going to take a look at some of these images on fashionnova.com. We don't want something that's too revealing, because if we get too revealing, MidJourney might not, generate it for us. Now, there are ways we can do this. We can either take this image and use it as a style reference, or B, we can have ChatGPT generate a prompt for us. So, for example, let's take this image here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a screenshot of it. So first, we're going to do the Chat GPT thing, right? We're going to come on over to Chat GPT, and I am going to grab that image that I just took a screenshot of, and I'm going to drag and drop, drag and drop. So once it's dragged and dropped into Chat GPT, I am going to send a message to Chat GPT. And what the message is going to say is, create a MidJourney prompt for me based on this image. And I'm going to select enter, and we'll see that MidJourney updates it for me. So it says, here's a MidJourney prompt inspired by the uploaded image, and it says, elegant woman wearing a luxurious deep blue velvet oversized blouse and matching wide leg pants, sleek long black hair, sophisticated makeup, holding a silver bag, standing confidently in a minimalistic studio with soft lighting, chic and stylish fashion photography. So I'm going to copy this, and make sure when you're copying it, you're not including the quotes. If you've been on the lives before, you'll know what happens when you include the quotes. Once you include the quotes, yes, it will generate the image for you, but it will also take some words from the prompt and just slap it on the picture. And that is not what we want. So we're going to come back on over to MidJourney, and I'm just going to go ahead and paste that prompt right there. But before I proceed, I'm actually going to look at my settings, my default settings, to see if it matches the settings that I need. Let's see. It says image size is a square. I actually don't want this to be a square. I want it to be portrait size. And for portrait, I can decide on a bunch of different aspect ratios. This one's a 3:4, but let's say if I want to do a 4:5, because that is the aspect ratio for portrait size on Instagram, I can do that. For model, you can either use standard mode or raw mode. So standard mode does apply kind of an aesthetic to your image, while raw mode is more connected to your prompt and looks more realistic. But I kind of like the aesthetic, so I'm going to keep it on standard. And then there's the version, right? We do want to keep it on version 6.1 of MidJourney, which is the most up-to-date version of MidJourney. Now, to go on over to aesthetics and the stylization, the default stylization is 100. For the longest, I was using 200, but recently I have been exploring 700 because I just love that filtered MidJourney aesthetic look. That's the look I'm going for. So I have my stylization really high. Weirdness and variety, I usually keep that on the low. And I'm going to keep it on relax mode because remember, MidJourney kind of has that sale, kind of has that thing for the holidays. Even if you're in relax mode, your images are going to generate with little to no wait time. So why waste my fast hours? And by the way, fast hours do not roll over. Once the month is done, your fast hours are done, whether you used all of them up or not. So I'm happy with my default settings. So I'm going to close the settings tab, and I'm going to go ahead and hit submit to see what it gets me. In the meantime, while that's generating, another thing I can do is I can take that image, the same image, and I can drag and drop it on here directly into MidJourney. And the reason why I did that is because now I'm going to use it as a style reference, right? Instead of having ChatGPT generate a prompt for me, I can still use this prompt, but I'm also going to use this as a style reference, and you're going to see the difference. So I'm going to use the same prompt, but now we're going to use this as a style reference. So I'm going to submit on enter. And for what we use with the wordings for the MidJourney prompt that we got on ChatGPT, this is what it gave us. And the reason why I really like this and why I wanted to use the fashion website is because you can use this as inspiration. Let's say if you're a designer, let's say if you design clothes, right? You can use this as an inspiration to make your custom pieces. So I do think that MidJourney also has good potential for fashion and fashion designers. There are a lot of people who outsource where their fashion, like let's say if they're making hoodies or they're making clothes, some people outsource them in China and Pakistan or in all types of countries where they can outsource those type of things, and you can really just kind of get a visual aid of what you want to see using MidJourney and send it to your vendor. Shout out to Barbie Doll in the building. Barbie Doll is finally watching us at a time that is appropriate for her. It's probably 9 o'clock at night. She's usually up at like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning watching us because she is from the UK. So shout outs Barbie Doll. Early on the live today, I was just kind of explaining because of the holiday schedule. I am switching up things a bit, but everything will go right back to normal during the holidays because The holidays are a very busy time, not only for others, but also for myself. And I originally wasn't going to go on live today, and I'm not sure if I'm going to go on live for the rest of the week either. But I was like, you know what? I have a little bit of time, even though it is 3 p.m. Eastern and 8 p.m. for Barbie Doll. Let me try and get on the live so that I can at least leave you guys with a video that you guys can go back and replay. All right, so this is what we were able to generate with the prompt that we created in ChatGPT. And this is what we're able to generate with the style reference. So this is the style reference image right here that we got from fashionnova.com. And using that style reference, this is what it was able to get us. Fashion Nova might have to hire me. And who knows if Fashion Nova is even using real people for these things? We don't know. We don't know because nowadays, people, I'm telling you, AI is a game changer. You got to get with it or get lost. Um, get with it or get lost. I really like this image. So let's say if I was to take this image now and I was to take a screenshot of it. Now, I might still put it into Chat GPT, only because I kind of like that Chat GPT is helping me with the prompt, right? We should kind of get help with the prompt. So I'm going to come here and I'm going to drag and drop it. And I'm going to say, create a MidJourney prompt for me based on this image as usual. And I'm going to select on enter. And while it's creating that prompt for me, I'm going to come over here. I'm going to remove this and I'm going to drag and drop, drag and drop this new image, and I'm going to use it as a style reference. And I am going to come back to ChatGPT, get my prompt, and it says confident black woman wearing a chic navy blue sequin outfit with matching blouse and wide leg pants, accented with a crisp white collared shirt underneath. Sleek, long, straight black hair, radiant makeup, standing gracefully in a well lit minimalist studio, modern and glamorous fashion photography. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to copy that. I'm going to go to MidJourney and I already have my style reference attached. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to paste it. And we're going to see what that gets us. Remember, we are in relax mode and you'll see that this is going to take a minute or less to generate. So if you are a MidJourney subscriber, make sure you are taking advantage of that relax mode. All right, so this is what it generated for us. I think my favorite image is the fourth image. That image looks absolutely amazing. And this is using this as a style reference. Now, let's say if we use this as a style reference and we use it as a character reference as well, and we took that prompt. Let's see what that would give us. So I really like to use a different combination of things. Now, keep in mind that this stylization is at 700, so it may not look as realistic as we would like it to look. But hey, let's see what it gives us. Not bad, not bad at all. Okay. So basically, what it's doing is it's taking the image of this person and how she looks and trying to recreate that look right here. And I do think that it does look like her. Now, if you think that the aesthetic is way too strong, the way we would fix that is that we would make it more realistic. So Barbie doll took it right out my mouth. She said, "Nice, is that 700? More realistic." Um, that great detail. So it does provide detail. We are at 700, but let's say if I was to come in the default settings, let's say if I brought this at 100 and let's say for mode, I put raw, right? You're going to see the difference. So I'm going to go ahead and select on shift so I can use this once again as a character reference and a style reference. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use that text again. And let's see what difference we get between having a raw and low stylization versus having a high stylization and having the image at standard. So this is where I switch to raw and this is where I switch the stylization. And let's see what we get. So this is what we got. To me, still doesn't look super realistic. It's still giving this, but I do think that this looks better because of the color and everything. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna bring the stylization back up to 700 because I like the color and the texture of my 700 prompt. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to add some keywords in here, right? So I'm gonna say photorealistic, photo, confident black woman, wearing a chic navy sequin. Okay, um, fashion photography, editorial photography, Canon 5D Mark IV, and I know this because I actually own one of those cameras. Let's see, and um, let's see. I want to say very focused image or something. And let's hit enter and see what that gets us. And yes, that means Barbie doll is listening. We are usually very in sync. It's just like whatever I be thinking in my mind sometimes, she be saying out loud. Okay, so this is what we got, which is a little bit better. I'm starting to see more of her like realistic features. Um, I think this is better. Can it look a little bit more realistic? Let's try. So let me do this. I'm trying to think. Fashion photography. Let's see. Photo. I'm gonna put ultra photorealistic photo, and also maybe I need to use another image as a character reference of someone who looks a little bit more of that realistic look that I want. So let's say if I use her, she looks pretty realistic to me. And let's say if I add her in here as a character reference and I submit that, let's see what that gets us. So now it has two character references and it has a style reference, plus the prompt that was generated for us in ChatGPT and having the stylization of 700. So this is what it gives us, which I think is much better. This is what it gives us. So Barbie doll says she puts product photography. You can do that as well. We have fashion photography. Let me put product photography in front of fashion photography. I mean, sorry, portrait photography. Portrait photography. All right. Or let me use the same character references and style reference and see what we get. And I'm also going to do it one more time. And this time I'm just going to use one character reference and one style reference and see what we get there as well. So very good to play around with this. And like I said, if you have MidJourney, they are doing the unlimited relax hours. So I don't have to worry about any of my hours getting lost with all of this prompting and image generation that I'm doing. Whoops, this is not PG-13, you guys. So that's the issue sometimes. Let me hide this really quick. That's the issue sometimes with MidJourney. And I'm not surprised that that happened, which is why sometimes you'll see that I use two character references if something looks a little bit too bare, right? This person looks very bare. So being that that's the only thing it's drawing from as a character reference, it just tried to show us something that it should not have showed us. So if you have to make sure that your references are, properly clothed. Barbie doll said, oops. Okay. So there's that. Now let's say if there's other things that you want to create as well, right? So if I scroll all the way down to the bottom, you'll see that I said something about pink clouds, pink balloons with pink sky. Now, have you guys ever gone online and see people selling courses or selling something for like MidJourney or I don't know, selling something for your brand, Canva, whatever, and you see that they have these beautiful pink, beautiful aesthetic and decor, that's what this is right here. And you can create it using MidJourney. Now, I'm going to take this, and this was the prompt that I used, right? I said pink clouds and pink balloons with pink sky, and this is what I got. And this was a very beautiful image. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to hit on the search button to see if there's anything else I can find. Now, I will warn you, if you ever hit on the search button and you come across a blank page like this, all you need to do is go back, refresh, and once you refresh, you're going to go back to that image and perform the same action again. So I'm going to come back here and I'm going to click on this magnifying glass, and I can 100% assure you that I'm going to get results this time. Here we go. So these are the results that I got. So there's hot air balloons. There's this nice pink and yellow type cloud. They're just different things. I really like this, right? This looks really nice. It says a cotton candy world. So it does look like cotton candy, and it does look like it's in the sky. So say if you wanted to do something like this, we can actually use it as a style reference. And we could say a cotton candy world, or a pink cotton candy world in the sky mixed with the clouds and balloons or something, right? And let's generate that and see what that gets us. We have a 4x5. For something like this, I would probably do a square. I would do standard, and I'll keep my stylization at 700. But let's just take a look at a few other things in the Explore tab for this, right? This looks really nice as well. This says a digital pattern featuring pastel colored hot air balloons hovering over a cloudscape filled with sparkling stars and crescent moons. Each balloon has unique designs with glowing edges and a soft blue to purple gradient sky, creating a calm and dreamlike atmosphere. Created using celestial theme, pastel colors, seamless pattern quality, soft glow effects, delicate detailing on balloons, HD clarity, fantasy illustration style. So Barbie doll said, "You make MidJourney look." Sorry, I can't catch those two words. I'm learning how to do it. Hee hee. One day I'll be proud of my teacher. Ah, thank you so much. Okay, so let's see what that went and created for us. So this is what it created. It overdid it with the cotton candy, but we did say cotton candy world mixed with the sky and mixed with the clouds, and this is what it gave us. This is the style that it's using. And as you can see in our style, we had a big blob of cotton candy on the top, and the sky was blue and stuff. So this is what it gave us. So this person's, oh, okay, Barbara said, "You make MidJourney look so easy now." I mean, listen, MidJourney is very, very simple to use. You just have to be dedicated to taking the time to doing it. And I'm not sure if you were here in the beginning of the live, but I did talk about our new service, which is the personalized MidJourney one-on-one classes. Because yes, I explain everything here in detail. But if anyone feels like it's still a little bit hard and they need a one-on-one class, there is one that is available. And with the code JCFAM during the live flash sales, you do get it for 50% off. So you would never be paying that full $100 as long as you purchase this during the live. So, I understand sometimes that I do these things on live, but sometimes someone needs a little extra one-on-one class. So we do have two new one-on-one classes, which is the MidJourney Mastery one-on-one personalized AI class, as well as the Canva Pro one-on-one personalized design masterclass. 50% off. Okay. So this is how we went ahead and got that. Now, there are some times that we also see these aesthetic images of like women like this, right? This is very aesthetic, right? So let's say if we took airbrushed portrait of beautiful African American woman with stylish glasses, big curly black hair, Ooh, black and blonde hair. Let's mix it up. In jewelry in the style of artist Coco Michelle, right? Now let's say if we use her as a style reference, right? And this is an image that we created using a prompt. But now let's use her as a style reference. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to hit submit. And we can build on what we get from here. So let's see what we get and then we'll build on it. Maybe we'll need to zoom it out. Maybe we'll need to change certain features or whatever the case may be. So this is what it's giving us. This image looks so amazing. All right, so beautiful. Keyword, airbrushed portrait. So that is a keyword that you guys should keep, airbrush portrait. And I did use this as a style reference. Now this picture looks absolutely amazing. Now did it give me, did it give me the black and blonde hair? It gave me like a honey blonde, okay? And you can see the black. Now let's say if you like these images and you want to use them, but you're like, I need this to be zoomed out, right? We could choose to zoom out. So let's say if you ever come here and you want to zoom something out and you see that you don't see the zoom button here, you can select on more options to add it. This is how you add the more options. So if you don't see the options all available to you, you can select on more options and select those things. So now I'm gonna probably zoom this one out. Let me zoom it out by 2x because it's really very close up on her face. So we're zooming that out. But let's say if there were some things that we wanted to change. Let's say if we wanted her to have red hair. Let's say if we wanted her to be Latina. So we can say airbrush portrait of a Latina, of a beautiful Latina woman with stylish glasses, big curly red hair, and gold jewelry or just jewelry. Let me put gold. In the style of artist Coco Michelle, and I'm going to select on enter. So being that we are using relax mode, the image generation will happen quick. So we're going to get our image of the Latina woman very quickly. But in terms of zoom, that will actually take that 5 minutes or 3 to 5 minutes to generate. So that's the thing with the relax mode. Once you do an extra action, so whether you're upscaling something, whether you're doing the zoom function, whatever is not an original function of image generation is going to take time. So this is going to take time. But we have our Latina woman here. So this is the African American woman. This is the Latina woman. Now let's say if we want to do an Asian woman. Let's try that. Airbrush portrait of a beautiful Asian, beautiful Asian woman with stylish glasses, big curly black hair, and gold jewelry. Let's select enter. And see what that gets us. Okay, it's giving. So now we got our Asian woman, we got our Latina woman, and we got our black woman. So I'm going to cancel this job really quick because I'm going to go into fast mode to kind of just zoom these things out. But look at the lineup of these images and just look how wonderful and aesthetically appealing they look. We got the black woman at the bottom, we got the Latina woman in the middle, and we got the Asian woman, up top. Now let's say if we wanted to keep going, right? Let's say airbrush portrait woman. So we have Latina, but let me put like Mexican. Let's get a little bit more detail because I do feel like sometimes different people have different features. So let's see if that makes a difference. For this black woman, I'm gonna put Caribbean. Let's see if that makes a difference. I'm gonna use it as a style reference, and I'm gonna hit enter. What else? So this one was the Mexican one. I'm trying to see if there's a difference really between the Mexican and the Latina. I don't really think that there's much of a difference. Maybe there is a little bit in terms of the color of their skin. For the Caribbean one, to me, there's no difference. There's no difference. So here's what we zoomed out. So it's finally ready for us, right? What we zoomed out is finally ready for us. So these are the zoomed out images. Now, this is the only one I like. The other ones, her hair just looks too, you know, her head looks too long. So we got Peyton Lacey in the building. Welcome, Peyton Lacey, to the live. I'm not sure if you have already visited this live before. If you have not, and if this is your first time here, welcome, welcome, welcome. We really appreciate you taking the time to watch our live. And I see your question is, what can the image be used for? So what we're doing here on MidJourney is we're just creating a bunch of images that you can use for your business or for your brand. So I'm going to scroll down a bit. Right now, I'm just showing you guys how to create certain images, right? So we're creating this airbrush portrait of someone in the style of artist Coco Machel. Now, for me personally, with an image like this, let's say if you were really into art, I'm just giving you an example. Let's say if you're really into art in your home, right? You can create an art portrait off of this. You can print it out really big and have that art hanging up on your wall. You can sell it, right? Because our main theme here on this channel is being able to take this digital content and not you only use it for our brand, but also profit off of it by selling it and providing packages to people if needed as well. So I could say this could be used for art. We can say that this can be used for the background of a flyer that you're creating. I recently created a flyer for mastering MidJourney, my one-on-one class. And as you can see, the background, I'm trying to scroll. As you can see, the background is the clouds and the sky. And I was able to add that as the background to my flyer. So different designs can be used for different things. This one right here, we were using style references from Fashion Nova, right? So if you're really into the fashion brand, into the fashion business, you need some inspiration on some of the clothes that you want to sell, some of the clothes that you want to sew or send to your vendors to create for you. You can use MidJourney for fashion. You can use MidJourney pretty much for everything and anything your heart desires. Let's say Christmas is coming. You want to put an image of someone on a flyer. It could be a party flyer. It could be a sale flyer. It could be whatever you want it to be. You're able to take those images and instead of paying a photographer or trying to find images of people to create or even just taking someone images from Google, because I think back in the day that's what people would do. You would just go Google something up, take an image, remove the background, and bloop, pop it onto your flyer or whatever. There's no need for that now. You can use MidJourney to kind of generate the images that you need and use it for that. Another thing that MidJourney is good for is, let's say if you have a product, right? So I'm going to go back to my website to show an example of my stock images. Let's say if you own a wig company, you have a wig business, you have a hair business, beauty business, but you don't want to shell out hundreds of dollars on a photographer as well as hundreds of dollars to your vendor to get these different variations of the wigs. You can literally create the mock-ups on these nice looking mannequins. So you just save money on purchasing a mannequin that looks like this. You save money on having to purchase multiple wigs from your vendor. You save money from having to pay a photographer. You save money from having to get a location, right? And all you did right now is just create those images right in MidJourney. Um, so that's what it's used for. You can use it for business and you can use it for all of those type of things. This was an example for wigs. But let's say if you had like a beauty business and you were selling lip glosses or lipsticks, right? You don't have to go pay a model to go get their makeup done and to do all of that stuff to put everything on their lips. You can create those images with MidJourney. So that's what we use MidJourney for. You could use it for ebook covers and all of those things. So that's kind of like what we're going through and what we could use all of these images for. So now that this image has zoomed out, I really don't like the zoom out version of it, right? Now, there's another tool, and that tool is called a pan tool. But before I get into the pan tool, let me switch my speed back to fast because now we're doing additional actions on the images we're generating. So let's go back to fast really quick, right? And I'm going to go back to that portrait mode, the 4:5. And as a reminder, we're using 4:5 because that is the aspect ratio for portrait photography on Instagram. So we're just going to run with that, right? Now, let's say if I come to this image right here, I really like this image. You'll notice that there's something called the pan tool. And basically what the pan tool does is, as it says, it creates wider or taller images by adding extra content in a specific direction. The arrow points in the direction you want to create more content in. Now, the thing with the pan tool that I don't like is that um, it's going to do the same thing that the zoom tool just did with extending the forehead or extending the hair. Sometimes it doesn't really look too good, but I want to show you guys so we can try it out. So I'm going to pan up, and you can also only just pan one thing at a time. Like I can't select on this pan tool like 3 times and expect the image to get 3 times taller. I'm going to pan up once, and we're going to see what result that gives us. So far it actually doesn't look bad. Now, do I like the way the top of her head looks? No, because it tends to kind of just stretch it out a bit in a way that I don't like. You know, it gave her a 5 head, but you know, it is what it is. But that is what the pan tool does. That is what the pan tool does. Also, Peyton, if you have any questions at all, make sure you put it in the comments. If there's anything specific you want to see, drop it in the comments, and also make sure you like the live if you haven't already liked it, and make sure you are subscribed. We do go live every single weekday, usually at 7 p.m. Eastern. Today is different. This week is different because it is a holiday week. All right. So this is what we got. It looks wild to me. Not feeling it because, you know, to take such a beautiful image and do that to it, but that's okay. This still looks really nice. So now let's look for other things to create, right? So we're gonna go back to the Explore tab and let's just look for some inspiration. Now we had came to the Explore tab before. Oh, someone said Firefox 422 said, "Hi June, can you package these images up for sale?" Are you asking me to package them up for sale, or are you asking how you could package them up for sale? And if you're asking the second question, these images can absolutely be packaged for sale, right? The same way how I have my stock images packed up for sale. And what you would do is you would create the images that you're looking to package up, and you would try to select a theme, right? You don't want it to be too random. So as you can see here, we're going to use this as an example. With this, it was specifically the lippies, right? For this, it was specifically the lace front wigs. For this, it was specifically pretty in pink. How could you package them up for sale? So, okay, yeah. So you pick a theme, right? Now, let's say if you don't know, so I'm trying to figure out the best way to answer this question for you. Let's say if you don't know what prompts you want to use, right? So let's say if we're creating these images, let's say if we really like these images, but we want more of them, right? What I'm going to do is I'm going to download this image because I'm going to show you how you can also include ChatGPT for this. And we're going to come to ChatGPT and I'm going to download that image that I downloaded. Let me find it. That image that I downloaded, I'm going to drag and drop it here, right? And I'm going to ask it to create a list of different MidJourney prompts and variations in relation to this image. I want prompts for different races, different hairstyles, different glasses colors, right? Let's say if we did that. And let's let MidJourney create something for us, right? Now, first of all, it's giving you these prompts that you can actually sell to people with the images. That's number one, right? I'm telling you right now. And this says hyper realistic close up portrait of stunning black woman with glowing skin, bold gold earrings, curly natural hair, reflective glasses, vibrant lighting, and highly detailed textures, artistic elegance. There's one talking about an Asian woman, a white woman, a South Asian woman, a Latina woman, different hairstyle variations, right? So this one says hyper realistic close up portrait of a woman with full afro hairstyle, reflective glasses, etc. Now we can take this, right, and we can come on over here because what we're trying to do right now is find a common theme. So let me hide some of these images. We're trying to find a common theme so that we can package up these images and sell to people. So I would paste this and then I would still use this as a style reference, and then I would go ahead and make sure my settings are the same, because when you're packaging these things up, you want the settings to be the same. You want the images to be the same size. So if you're using a 1:1 aspect ratio, stick to the 1:1. If we're using 4:5, stick to the 4:5. Don't switch it up too much. And what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and hit submit and see what that gets us. So I'm going to create that example and then I'm going to show you what the next step is going to be. So it's creating that image. So it's created this image, and as we can see, this person kind of has that afro hairstyle that we like. You know what I'm saying? So the reflective glasses, so these look a little bit more reflective than the others. And it's just creating a different style of an image or a different image, but you see that the image still relates to this. So now what you would do is, before you send anything to anybody, before you package up anything, the next thing that you need to do is you need to do a subtle upscale. What is a subtle upscale? A subtle upscale is where you create a larger version of the image that's ideal for sharing, saving, and printing. Is it going to make your image physically or look physically larger? No, but it's going to have more megapixels, which makes the image more clear, so that whenever you're transferring it to somewhere, wherever you're going to share it from, which I'm going to tell you in a second, you want to make sure that it's not losing its quality. And what I mean by that is, let's say if you have an image, let's say if you have an iPhone and you take a picture with that iPhone and you send that image to someone in WhatsApp, by the time the person gets that image in WhatsApp, the quality of the image has reduced. Okay. So we upscale our image so that we make sure that when we're transferring it to the next person, it upholds its quality and that person is able to do anything with that image. They can blow it up and put it on a billboard. They can put it on a t-shirt, and you'll know that because you upscaled it, it upholds as much quality as it can. So I'm going to do a subtle upscale. So with the subtle upscale, it's going to make the image larger, but you're not going to see it larger, but it's just going to create more clarity for the image. Once you get that upscale, which it's doing right now, you want to download that image. And the tool that I use to package everything together is Dropbox. So everyone who purchases stock images from me, they get routed to a Dropbox link because that's where I put all of the images together. Now, let's say if you wanted to include the prompts along with the images, then you would create like a Word document or a PDF document, and you would also add that document into Dropbox in addition to the pictures being in the Dropbox as well. So Barbie Doll said, and another example is Bing has low quality, not great for printing due to 73 DPI. So the ideal quality for printing is 300 DPI. And you can actually upscale your images in Canva as well too if you don't want to waste your image generations for upscaling in MidJourney. Also, if you haven't already liked the live, make sure you like and make sure you subscribe to the channel. We do go on live for our regular schedule every weekday at 7 p.m. So this is the upscaled image. So my next normal step would be to download this, right? And just look at the quality of this image. I'm just zooming in for you guys so that you can see the quality of what MidJourney is creating. You can see the freckles, you can see the skin texture, you can see the hair, you can see the eyebrows, right? This just really creates a good image. You can even see the shadows of her hair here. Very detailed. I scrolled a little bit and it went to another image, but very, very detailed. My point. So yes, we can use Canva to upscale. So I'm going to take you to Canva real quick. And Firefox, make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. So here we are in Canva, right? Now I'm going to take that image that I downloaded and I'm going to drag and drop it on over here. So this is one of the images I downloaded. Drag and drop. And let me just expand, right? Let's expand this image. Now, there's a tool called Image Upscaler. And the way to find these tools is you can go to the apps section on the navigation bar when you open up a design in Canva. So I'm going to go to apps and I'm just going to come here, and maybe you don't know the name of the app, right? Just type in upscale and you're going to see the different options that come up, because sometimes we forget what the name of that tool would be, or it's not coming across our minds. So once I type in upscale, because I know that that's the action that I want to take, I'm going to see different apps that may relate to that. This is the app right here that I use. It's called Image Upscaler, and it has a picture of a butterfly and a magnifying glass. Now, this is why I tell you guys all of the times that logos are important, because that is how people are able to identify you. Anyone can come here and might click on enhancer, image enhancer, or anything. But I can remember this because I know it's the magnifying glass with the butterfly. So branding is very, very, very important with anything that you can do, because sometimes people can't remember you by the words. Sometimes they can remember you by the visuals. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to select on this app, and it's going to tell me to choose a file. I'm just going to come over here and I'm just going to click on the image that I want to upscale. Now, being that this image did come from MidJourney and it is already in high resolution, it's going to let me know that my image already has high resolution. And that's okay. I'm going to upscale it some more. Now, for images like this that already has a high resolution, the lowest I usually go is 2x, right? 8x is a pro feature, but it's not that necessary to go to 8x because the image is just going to be too upscaled, right? Let's do 2x. So we're going to go ahead and upscale that. I'm going to select on upscale. Shout outs to Firefox for saying that they are already subscribed, okay? And shout outs to Brittany Ashley for joining. She says she loves this picture. Speaking of visuals. Yes, you guys, thank you for someone who just liked the live. We're at 14 likes, I'm sorry. Let's try to get to 20 likes. And you guys, I just love this community that we have here. Everyone's friendly with each other. This is such a great environment where we can all put in our opinions and input and kind of just also learn at the same time. So I really appreciate you guys as subscribers and also helping to build this community. So when you upscale in Canva, it does take some time to upscale. It's not as fast as MidJourney, but it's almost done. And it's told us that it's upscaled our image. It's going to kind of give you a before and after. You don't really need to pay much attention to it because this image was not really in a bad state to where you can really see the major difference in the before or after. So I'm going to hit on replace. And it tells me that it has successfully replaced the image in the design, and Image Upscaler has successfully updated my image. So now this image is upscaled in Canva. And then what you would do is you would just share it, you would download it, and you download it as a PNG. Okay. It does let you know that the size of this is 2000 by 2000 pixels, but you download it as a PNG. And then you have your upscaled image. And you would put it in that Dropbox folder, and that's what you would be selling to the people who are buying it. Firefox says, I usually look back at the replays and follow that way. The replays are very, very good to watch. I try to be as detailed and as paced as possible so that everyone can follow along and understand. I also like to over explain and answer questions. So any questions that you guys may have, feel free to ask the question. I am here to help. While we're on the topic of help, I do want to remind you guys of the live flash sale that we have using code JCFAM. Let me just put that announcement right there. So with JC Fam, and this is during the live only, you get 50% off of all products. I know some of you guys want Shopify website. A lot of you guys want a logo. Some of you guys may need some one-on-one personal training, and I'm trying to help reduce the price for you guys by doing the live flash sale. This is only during the live. After the live, the sale is over. But live flash sale is with 50% off all products. So if you were to pay a MidJourney one-on-one class for $100, you would get it for $50. For the Canva Pro, you would get it for $45, and so on and so forth for the Shopify website design, the custom image-based logo services, the growth sessions. I've already done like 10 logos since this came out, and people have been happy with it. There's still a few that I'm still working on. I do revisions because I do want to make sure that you guys are happy with what you paid for. You guys are happy with your visuals. So we have the custom image based logos. We have the growth sessions, which are going to go away soon because I need to make room for the YouTube sessions, where I'm going to be doing classes on how to get monetized in YouTube. I became a YouTube partner in pretty much 2 months. All right. And you guys can do it too. And also, the discount applies to everything on the page. And I just want to also highlight once again the stock images. All right, so now let's get back to the tutorial. Let me see. I think someone wrote a comment. Let me check the comments. Okay, so Firefox says, what would you sell the lookbook images for and how many images would you include? That's a great question. So if you take a look at my website, and I'm going to actually put the link here, it's really up to you. It's really up to you and what you're comfortable with, right? Me personally, when I sell my images, so this is the image that comes with the prompt, and this is being sold for $14.99. This has 22 stock images and 10 prompts for $14.99, $15. And then I have the 50% off sale, right? But then you can go ahead and look at so this one is $14.99 while these others are $10.99, and because this one has 22 images and these have like 10 images, so these actually have less. All of it is in the description. But then we have something like the Pretty Grinch image collection, which doesn't have any prompts. No prompts, but it has over 60 beautifully designed Grinch themed images, and I'm selling that for $10. With the 50% off sale, you get it for $5. And then we have this, which is $14.99, which is one of our really popular items. And this one has over 100 images and counting because I go in and I add some more. So it really all depends on you. It depends on who your competition is. It depends on who your audience is. I know a lot of the people who watch my stuff are just starting out, and a lot of people don't want to break the bank. And I don't want you to have to break the bank just to start your business. Okay? We've all been through situations where we're paying for expensive classes and we don't get nothing out of it, which is why I come on live and I teach you guys how to do these things. And if you guys need that extra boost, I have affordable items on my website that you can purchase. But it all depends on you and your comfortability, who your audience is, and what their budget is. And that is kind of how you determine your prices. So for me, 100 bold and chic images for $14.99 might work for me, but it might not work for you. It all depends. So far, these prices have been working for me. And also, I built trust with my viewers and my customers just by making sure that my website is on point, making sure that I'm coming here and doing the tutorials so they know what they're getting. They know the quality of work and the time that gets put in. So it kind of all depends. But yeah, you would download all the images, you make them related so that they're not too sporadic. And then you just put them in a Dropbox folder and you sell them. I sell everything on Shopify. My website was made with Shopify. And if you're interested in knowing how to create a Shopify website, you can go back to the lives because I did do a few sessions on that. Okay, so now let's look for some other images to create. So I'm going to go ahead on over to the Explore tab once again and just see if there's anything that stands out to me. right? And let's say if you don't want to keep seeing the same images, right? Because this is probably like the third time we've come to the Explore tab and we're seeing this image of the duck, or we're seeing this image which we had just used. You can select on random so that it can switch it up a bit. So here we have a creepy SpongeBob image. This says Ethan Slater blended with SpongeBob. I have no idea who Ethan Slater is. Let's Google it. Ethan Slater. Okay, they're doing Ethan Slater. They're doing him real dirty right now. Hold on, where's the image? I guess I can see it. I guess I don't know, but this looks. Does Ethan Slater have red hair? Yeah, he does. So this is Ethan Slater mixed with SpongeBob. There's more images. I can. This is a drone, right? Photorealistic 85 millimeter bokeh detail studio shot of a sleek modern drone, etc. Now, okay, let's say if you have a cosmetics business, let's say if you sell soaps, right? That's my favorite example to use because one of my clients is actually owns her own organic skincare company. So that is one of my favorite examples to use. So let's say if you sell soap, let's say if you sell, let's ask ChatGPT for different types of organic soap, right? Give me a list of 5 different types of organic soap bars. So it says there's activated charcoal soap bar, there's lavender and oatmeal soap bars, there's turmeric and honey soap bars, citrus and aloe vera soap bar, rose clay soap bar, right? So first of all, with ChatGPT, before we even get to the image generation, if you have a brand and if you have a company and you're not sure what you want to sell or you need ideas, ChatGPT can help you with that because I just asked it to give me 5 different types of organic soap bars. And let's say if your brand is organic skincare and you're not sure of what your next product can be, you can ask ChatGPT and it will tell you the ingredients and it will also tell you the benefits. So now let's say if I want to do the lavender and oatmeal soap bar, right? Let's say if I copy this and let's say if I go to MidJourney and I go to create, and let's say if I make this a square, because any image that I generate for a website is always a square. If you look at my website, every single image is a square. So I'm going to come on over here and I'm just going to type this just like so. We're going to keep it real simple, right? We're going to keep it real simple. I'm going to bring the stylization down. Maybe I'll put it at 100, which is, let me put it at 200. Standard, okay. And let me hit enter and see what it creates for us. Also, we are at 16 likes. Let's try to get the live to 20 likes. Also, shout outs to Nell Studio who says, hey, everybody, I'm new in here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, Nell. Thank you so much for joining the live. We are not in our regular live schedule. We usually go live every weekday at 7 p.m. But make sure you're subscribed to the channel if you're not already subscribed. And make sure you like and comment on the live. Here on this live, we talk about all things AI content creation, whether we're using tools like MidJourney, Canva, or ChatGPT. And I'm pretty much here to show you how you can use these things to either upgrade your brand or start a brand where you're creating content for people like I do. All right, so I asked for a lavender and oatmeal soap bar, and this is what it gave me. Now, if you were to go and create a lavender and oatmeal soap bar by hand, it would probably look like this as well. So this is the great thing about MidJourney and creating these images. You really save the hundreds of dollars from having to go and pay someone to do photography for you when you can have MidJourney do it. These images look super realistic. This looks like natural soap, down to the point where some things are even chipped off, which gives it that natural effect because everything can't be perfect. So this is the lavender and oatmeal soap bar. And you would take this image and you would put it on your organic skincare website or on your soap website or whatever the case may be. So MidJourney is not only somewhere where you're generating images of people, you can also be generating images of products as well. Whatever you need for your brand and for your business. Okay? So that's the example of the soap bar. Let me see. I'm gonna ask ChatGPT, give me some business ideas that are really popular for 2024 and will continue to grow in 2025 that I can sell on a Shopify website. And you can say it can be digital products and physical products. And I'm just going to say, give me a list of 5 digital and 5 physical. We're coming up with the ideas. For those of you who may not know yet what you want to do for your business, this is how we can come up with some of the ideas. So this one is saying 5 digital product ideas for 2024 to 2025, AI powered digital templates. Okay, Canva templates, ebooks and online courses. Whoops, Firefox sent a message. Firefox said, "Thank you so much, June. I had to jump off, but I will watch the remaining parts of the live this evening. You are so great and knowledgeable." Thank you so much, Firefox. Thank you so much for joining. Definitely check out the replay, and thank you for participating in the live today. And we hope to see you again soon. And happy holidays if we don't hear from you until then. Okay, so we got the ebooks and online courses, subscription based digital resources, right? Monthly packs of stock photos. I actually like this idea. Maybe I need to do this. I like this idea, you guys. How do y'all feel about that? There's printable planners and journals and membership sites. So this is telling us, it's doing its research and it's telling us that these are great product ideas that will continue to grow into 2025. Now for the physical products, right? It says customized eco-friendly products, luxury skincare and beauty kits like organic soap bars, body butter, DIY skincare kits, personalized home decor, smart tech accessories, niche apparel and accessories like minimalist athleisure, fashion forward eyeglasses, statement jewelry. So some of these things can be recreated in MidJourney. Some of them can't. So, for example, the stylish phone stands, we can't really do that because it's not going to look like the stand that you bought. But you can use Canva to take a mock up of those images and kind of design it so it could look more aesthetically appealing. But let's come back over here, right, to the digital products. And as you can see, it's talking about ebooks and online courses. And I want to show you guys how to do the ebook. So we're going to jump into Canva for the ebooks. Before we get into this, I do want to remind you guys to subscribe to the YouTube channel and just give me 1 second. Let's take a 1 minute break so that we can go grab a cup of water. I am parched right now because I have been talking for the past hour and a half. So let's take 1 minute. Let's grab a cup of water and be right back. But make sure you are subscribed and you're liking the live if you haven't already. All right, you guys, I am back. Whew, sorry, guys, I had to run all the way downstairs, grab the water, and come back up. All right, so now we are back in action. So let me go on back ahead and let me know if you guys are still here. So we said that we're going to create some ebooks. Now, this is why I say that we have the Boss Babe ebook cover image collection, because with this, you'll see that there are different images that we can use to create our ebook. So now the first thing, thank you, Barbie Doll, for telling me welcome back. I hope you guys were able to grab something too or take a quick break. Also, I see that we're at 16 likes. Let's get the likes to 20 likes, you guys. Can we get to 20 likes? So I'm going to show you how to generate these type of images, but also I do have available over 100 bold and chic images and counting for $14.99, but you take 50% off of that, and you'll get it for about $7. The Boss Babe ebook cover collection. But without further ado, we're going to create our ebook. So now we're going to come on over to Canva, and I'm actually going to resize this because I want to maybe be 4 by 5 inches. So I'm going to switch this to inches, and we're going to do 4 by 5. I'm just going to say resize this design. We're going to use the same template. I'm just going to delete this image, resize the design. Okay. Now, let's say if we want to ask ChatGPT to give us an example of an ebook. So it's already giving us stuff like how to break into tech or scaling your side hustle. I kind of like scaling your side hustle, but I kind of also like things that are Boss Babe themed. So I'm going to come and I'm going to say, give me 5 examples of a unique ebook title that is Boss Babe themed. So it says, manifest like a boss babe, unlock your inner CEO energy. I like that. The Boss Babe blueprint, hustle smarter, glow harder. Boss Babe money moves, building wealth with style and strategy. From side hustle to empire, the Boss Babe's guide to scaling your brand. Slay your way to success, the Boss Babe playbook for digital domination. There's so much to choose from. I kind of like the first one, and I like the first one and the fifth one, but I think I'm going to go with the first one because I want to create that CEO energy image on MidJourney. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to ask it for ideas on prompts I can create. Ideas on prompts I can create for this in MidJourney to design my ebook. Let's see what it tells me, right? Let's say if we kind of want to think of what this design is gonna look like. So it says like a luxury and empowerment theme. So like a glamorous, confident woman sitting at a sleek marble desk surrounded by gold accents, a glowing vision board and stacks of books labeled Success and Abundance, or we could have a stylish woman in a power suit holding a glowing journal. There's so many different things that we can use, right? Let's just say we want the woman by herself, no items, right? Because we're gonna remove, I misspelled that, but it will know what I mean. Because we're gonna remove the background and build this from scratch. So this is a confident, stylish woman standing tall with a glowing aura, wearing a sleek power suit in pastel pink or gold, subtle makeup, soft flowing hair, looking directly into a camera with radiant and empowering expression, modern minimalist background, soft gold and pink tones, elegant lighting. So I'm going to copy that and I'm going to paste it. But instead of having that modern minimalist background, I'm going to put white background. And we're putting white background because we kind of want to remove the background. So a confident, stylish woman. So we're going to put the woman's race. So let's say if we want her to be African American, Try to be as detailed as possible to try to get as close as possible that you want to get for your prompt. So this says a confident, stylish black African American ebony skin tone woman standing tall with a glowing aura, wearing a sleek power suit in pastel pink or gold, subtle makeup, soft flowing hair, looking directly into the camera with a radiant and empowering expression, white background. Someone said 3 by 4 for the ebook. I used 4 by 5 in this example here. I used the 4 by 5 inches. I didn't do ratio. I did 4 by 5 inches. But you can use whatever size that you want to. This is not the normal size that I use. The normal size that I use is pixels. I can't remember it off the top of my head. I would have to go to one of my old ebooks because I usually have it written down on a note to remember. But just for demonstration purposes, you could do 4 by 5. But you can really do whatever it is that you want to do when it comes to these ebooks and the sizes. There's no right or wrong size. So for this image, I'm going to look at my settings. I'm going to put it back to my 700 because I really like my 700. And instead of a square, I'm going to make it portrait. And okay, I'm fine with it being on standard, fast, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to submit. Okay, so this is what is created for us. Now, one of the things that I don't like is the soft flowing hair. Why? Because when you need to remove a background, it makes it hard when something is like curly and not straight to remove that background properly. So I'm going to actually put long, straight, black hair. Oh, the portrait. Oh, sorry, in MidJourney. Yes, I use the 3 by 4, but you can also use 4 by 5. You could use whatever. We're gonna remove the background anyway. Um, so let's see. Long straight black hair, and let me hit enter. Now there is a character that I really like that I created. Um, Actually, I can actually use one of these. Hold on. Where's that image? It was like an image with a purple background that I really liked that I can use as a style reference. You can go back and use things as style references or for character reference or image reference, but I can't find it right now. But these look good too. For this, I would zoom out a bit. And I just hate that it has straight hairs. But this is what MidJourney has been doing to me recently with the straight hairs. Let me see if I can find someone. Let me see if I can use this actually as a character reference. Let me see something. And let me use this and then use this as a style reference and see what that gets us. Let's see what that gets us. Let's mix it up a bit. Make it a little bit more exciting. Okay. I like, but now the thing is, we really need to zoom out. And this is the thing when it's so up close like this, but you can see now that we have the face of this person, but have the style of the businesswoman. I really like this image, but the question is, if I zoom out now, I'm going to do a 2x zoom out. Will I get my desired results? But this is how you can tweak your images by using the character references and the style references. Now, I don't even know why there's someone showing up here in the corner. This is crazy. But the other images look pretty nice. We got this. We have this. We can play around with it some more. So let's say if we used, let me see. Let's say if we went and we looked for more images like this, right? We can do search to look for more people. And let's say if we like, I kind of like this as a style. I don't know if it's gonna let me use this as a style because she's very busty. So let me actually see if I can find another image. But you can use these things to use as style references and image references. Let's say if we wanted to use this as a character reference, right? And let's say if we went back to the create tab, we use this as a style reference and we also use this as a character reference. I'm just trying to see what we can make out of this. And so I'm using those two character references plus this as a style reference and see what it gets us. Okay, I like this. I really, really like this. This is even better. So now, and I like that I added the glasses. I like all these images. I think I like this one the most. Oh, I don't know which one. I like this one and this one the most. This is giving me like Black Barbie vibes. I guess because it's because of the blue eyes. But let's go with this one. And let me zoom out. I'm going to zoom out. I love it too. It looks amazing. So I'm telling you, you guys got to take advantage of the style references and the character references to get your desired image. Because we went from this, okay, this was just a prompt. We went from this to this by using one character reference and one style reference to zooming out, and I was like, like I liked it, but I don't know. It started becoming like, to now this, okay. Nell Studio said I have so many images. And Barbie Doll said, we are rare, Brad, blue, yes, dark hair. Nell said too much to upscale and bundle though. What do you suggest? If you have a lot of images, I suggest that you drag and drop them all into Canva and upscale them there because you're gonna waste your upscales in MidJourney if you have so many images. Do your ups do your upscales in Canva because like if these are MidJourney images and you have them in MidJourney and you upscale them, you're gonna be taking away from the amount you can generate. So bring them into Canva. Barbie doll says I have blue eyes. Girl, you have blue eyes. My eyes are just regular brown. Okay. So we got this image. We got this image. I like this. Oh my gosh, you guys. Okay, I think I'm gonna go with this one. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a subtle upscale. Yes, Barbie doll, you do type fast. Sometimes you be writing stuff and I'm like, what is she saying? She's typing so fast that I'm not even catching it. So we're gonna do a subtle upscale for this one. But being that Nell has a lot of images, I just wanna do the subtle I wanna do the upscale in Canva. So this is what you would do now. You would download your MidJourney image because instead of doing upscale here, you're gonna do it in Canva. And the reason Canva is gonna take a little bit longer, so set a goal for yourself. Maybe you want to do 10 images per day or 10 images per week. It depends on your schedule. It depends on your time. Set up a schedule for yourself from when you want to do this. But you're gonna download the image and you're gonna go into Canva and you're gonna drag and drop, drag and drop. So once we've dragged and we've dropped it, before we even remove the background, because that is what we're gonna do in this case, what we're gonna do first is we're gonna upscale the image. So I'm gonna go to the upscaler tool. Remember, I told you guys to go to apps and search for it. But once you search for it and once you have it, you're gonna scroll down some more and you're just gonna see it in your regular menu. So I have it right here. Haha, Barbie doll said try 1,000 a day. Listen, you got to do what you got to do. You got to do what you got to do. So I'm going to go back because I previously upscaled another image and I have this here. And for the upscale resolution that says 2x, I'm just going to select on upscale. Also, shout out to the people who have been ordering on the website and taking advantage of the 50% off sale. Just a reminder, the code is JCFAM. So since this live started, we've gotten 10 orders, which I'm so happy because that means that you guys like this. You guys like the flash sale because I wasn't doing the flash sales before, but I think I'm going to keep them around if you guys like it and actually find it to be helpful. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to select on replace. And it tells me that my image has been successfully replaced. So this is how you would upscale it. Then you would share it, download it to wherever you need to download it to. Shout outs to Barbie doll saying happy holidays all. Happy holidays, you guys. Tomorrow is Christmas Eve. Also, what cities are you guys in? Because it definitely snowed here in the New York City area like 2 days ago. And it is cold. Like yesterday was like 12 degrees. Okay. So now that I've gone ahead and done this, I am going to remove the background. So being that I have the pro version of Canva, I can remove it with a click of a button. If you do not have the pro version of Canva, you cannot remove the background in Canva. You would have to find another tool to remove it in. If for any reason you don't see it on this bar here, because there was one time I came on live and for like a week, this button just disappeared. Until this day, I don't know why. You can always go to the edit tab. And when you select on edit, you'll see under Magic Studio that you do have the ability to remove a background. Oh, Nell is in Michigan. Is it snowing in Michigan? It snows in Michigan a lot, probably by the lakes and everything. Barbie doll said no snow here yet. It's 6. I'm assuming 60 means 6 degrees Celsius. So I'm actually in Fahrenheit. 50 degrees in Michigan. I wish it was 50 degrees in New York. Right now it's 24 degrees, which is insane. Okay. So I've gone ahead and removed the background and you see that I have a clean white slate, right? So I can make it smaller like so. And I'm going to have to keep her in the corner because look, she has no shoulder. Now, let's say if I wanted to resolve this shoulder issue or whatever, right? Let me go back to before I upscale. I'm going to show you guys how to resolve this shoulder issue. Let's say if she has no shoulder, let's say if you didn't want to go deal with that in MidJourney, because we could have zoomed out even more, we could have panned to the right, we could have done something, but you can actually do something in Canva as well. And what you can do in Canva is you select on the image, you select on edit, and then you're going to go to magic expand because we want to expand this image. We're going to keep it in free form, and I'm just going to expand it like so, just like this, and click on expand and see what it gives. Hopefully it closes off the shoulder for me. That is the goal. And if it closes off the shoulders, it puts us in a better position to center our image. So it gives us different options. All of them look horrible. Let me try generating new results. It's expanding, but the shoulder is still cut off. I don't want her to have wider shoulders. I just want her to I don't want to have wider shoulders. I just want it to be expanded. So let me just make the image bigger in general and try to expand again. Nell Studio says, I love Magic Expand. I do too. It's a really good tool. The whole Magic Studio is amazing. So it's still not really cutting off the shoulder how I needed to. This one could have been okay. So I'm actually not going to take this route. Let me revert my image to what it once was. I'm just going to go to my uploads and just add it back. And I'm just going to I could either leave her to the side. I have no issues with leaving her to the side. But I do need to upscale her again because I had pressed undo. I don't think I had to do it again. I think all I had to do was press replace, but I went too fast. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to come here. So like with something like this, if you zoom it out by 1.5, it should help. If you pan it, it's just going to expand it in a weird way. I feel like the way Canva just did. But I want to show you guys what those two options will look like. So I did a 1.5x zoom and I did a pan to the right. And I know what the difference is by this. And the pan to the right is actually not bad, but it changes the size of the image. So when I did the zoom out, it tried to add some gold corset. I don't know what's going on here. This right here is okay, I guess. But it actually looks like the pan won this one. I might actually just use the panned image. I'll probably use this one. Yep, I'm going to have to use this one. So I'm going to download it. I mean, this is already getting upscale, but sorry, ma'am. I have to trash you. And I got to get my pan image. And I'm going to drag and drop. Drag and drop. Now, don't be alarmed that this image is smaller. We can zoom her right on up. But this is the importance of why you need to upscale so that when we do zoom this image and remove the background, it doesn't lose quality. We don't want to lose quality. We don't want to lose quality. So I'm going to select on replace. Yep, you guys know I love to drag and drop. Drag and drop. Drag and drop. Drag and drop. Okay. So it told me that it successfully replaced the image in the design. That is amazing. And now I can proceed to remove the background. Once the background has been removed, I am going to do a little bit of a crop so it doesn't need to be this big shell of an image. And I can just do this and look. The quality is still amazing. I have not lost quality of my image. Okay. So let me move her on over here like so, right? I'm happy with her there. Now we're going to create the title of our ebook, which I believe the title we chose was Manifest Like a Boss Babe, Unlock Your Inner CEO Energy. And there are a few things we can do. We can use text templates. So let me go to text. And if I come down here, you can see different font combinations. Or we can just create our own font combination. I'm okay with using these sometimes, so I can just quickly and easily plug stuff in like that. Let's see. Unlock Your Inner CEO Energy. So this title is really long, so it might not work for this. We might have to make some changes to it. And let's see. Maybe I can make the font smaller. because I want it all to be on one line. Like so. And then maybe I want to change the color of the background. So this is kind of like a beige. She has kind of on like a beige shirt. So let me ask ChatGPT, what color goes with beige? So it says brown, gold, orange, blush pink, navy blue, gray. So let's do the blush pink, because I'm sorry, pink is like my favorite color. So I'm gonna come to MidJourney and I'm gonna do 4x5 background, and I'm gonna say blush, cute blush pink background with okay, cute blush pink background. Let's start with there, right? Then I can create another one with minor designs, and I can do boss babe vibe patterns or something. Trying to see if there's anything I like. Maybe we might need it to be more plain, right? I kind of like this though, but I don't feel like it goes with my aesthetic. Cute, plain style. Um, cute, plain style blush pink background. Let's try that. Let's see how this would look. This might be a little bit too much, but let's try it out, right? Because that's the whole fun of design. It's all about trying and testing things out. Trial and error, you guys. Trial and error. And this is why I made it a 4x5 so that it could instantly fit the background. So I'm just gonna upscale it for the heck of it, because remember, I want you guys to get into the habit of upscaling every image that you touch. Upscaling is very, very important. Let me do replace. And I'm just going to position this image under her and see how it looks. If it looks to be too much, I actually don't even think it looks to be too much. I think it actually looks okay. Maybe I can make her a little bit bigger. Now, so for now, I think it looks a bit okay, but that might change, and I'm gonna tell you why it might change, because we like to add our elements. So I don't know yet. Maybe we should change it. Let me come to the Explore tab and type in blush pink background and see if there's something else that we can use instead. So I kind of like this. This is baby pink glitter. Like, it doesn't need to be blush pink, but I kind of like some of these. There's like some gradient, like a light pink gradient. I actually really like this. This says a seamless light pink background, soft pastel tone, smooth texture, minimalist design, elegant and clean, no patterns, no gradient, high resolution. So let's say if I use this, let's try that. And let's say if I used it as a style reference as well and submit, let's see what we get. Nell Studio said, yeah, I don't think I ever used Canva Upscaler. You definitely should use it. It is a great upscaling tool. It's a great upscaling tool that you can use, and it just saves you from having to do that generation in MidJourney. So the two I'm probably gonna go with is either this one. Let me download it just in case, or B, this one. I really like this one. I might just go with this one. So now I'm gonna remove this background because we're not gonna use it anymore. And let me go to my downloads, which I seem to have lost. Okay. All right, let me just bring both images in. You can drag and drop multiple things at once, and don't worry because they all get saved right on here in the Uploads tab once you drag and drop it. Okay, I like this. I'm okay with this color, this gradient color. I think it's cute. Okay, this is nice. Now, the next thing that I'm gonna do is I am going to, now you can go to Elements and search for like a design that you want to add to it. So like, let's say if you wanted to add these butterflies right here. I like butterflies, right? You can do that. Let's say if you wanted to add the hexagon, but it was too bold and you wanted to make it more transparent, you can do that, right? Or maybe what we can do is add a bunch of these and try to like link them together in some type of way like that. It doesn't need to be, you know, everywhere. Let's see, let's do this. And let me move that behind her sleeve. You can just have it like on one side, you guys. Let me duplicate this and add that. Let's see, I don't want it to be too far out. Like so, right? Just little things that you can do. I don't like the top one, but for now we can do this. I would probably make this bigger. And then I could probably add some accessories like a car, right? Now we talked about these car situations. So if you look at my upload and I type in car, you're gonna see Lambos, BMWs, you're gonna see Audis, Range Rovers, cars with butterfly doors. You're gonna see a bunch of stuff. You're gonna see Teslas, right? Now the question is, how do you create this? You create this using MidJourney. So let me ask ChatGPT, what is the top sports car of the year 2024? Let's see what it tells us because I don't really know much about cars. I don't know much about cars. Okay, a McLaren, right? I've heard of that. So this is a McLaren Artura. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. So I'm gonna put pink McLaren Artura white background and select on enter and see what that gets. Ooh, someone said put in a skyline. Let's see. So first let's add the McLaren. Let's see how that would look. So I like this. It's cute. It's giving. Let me go with this one. So let's say if I were to download this, and let's say if I do the skyline, let's just say faint view of NYC skyline or something. So while that's uploading, I'm gonna drag and drop, drag and drop. And don't be concerned about all this extra stuff that it has, because Canva actually does an amazing job when it comes to removing the background, even when the background is cluttered. So you're gonna see I'm gonna do background remover, and it's gonna do a good job. See? No worries. So let's say if we added this McLaren over here. And maybe I should have done a silhouette. And for this, I'm going to change the aspect ratio to something that's more landscape and see what that gets us. So with these things, I might not keep this car, because with these things, I usually, like, I feel like it doesn't go, right? I usually look for things that go. Yes, it is good to call this honeycomb. That's a good idea of what to call it. So I'm very picky sometimes when it comes to stuff that I add, because sometimes, to be honest with you, sometimes less is more, you guys. Sometimes less is more. Let me move her more over to the side. And maybe I'll see if I can add something here. So this is what we got for the skyline. Let me download those two. I think I'm going to use the one that's more black. Let me upscale it, because we do want to upscale everything. I know, like, we kind of want to get this image and design over with, but we cannot skip over upscaling, you guys. We cannot skip over upscaling. It's very important to upscale, and I want to drill that into your minds that the upscaling is a must. So it does take some time, as you guys know, for these things to generate. You guys, we got 4 more orders, so that's bringing us to 14 orders during this live. I gotta give you guys a big applause. That means you guys are very dedicated in growing your brand, and I love that. And as a reminder, remember to use code JCFAM. It's only during this live for 50% off of all the products. So we're just waiting for our image to finish upscaling. I told you, sometimes this upscale business does take quite some time. Yes, go on to all of you guys for investing in your brand. Okay, so I'm going to select on replace. And I'm gonna remove the background. Remove the background. We just testing. Ooh, this looks horrible. Okay. We could do like this. This does look horrible though. It could have been nice. I mean, it doesn't look horrible, but we could have gotten a better image. I'm gonna try to find a better image, but I kind of like where it's going though. But this image ain't gonna cut it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go do a search to see if I can find other better images of a skyline. It doesn't even need to be New York City, to be honest. I like this. The issue is the whole watercolor situation that's making it not look good. Has anyone here ever been to New York City? Yep, the black ain't it. Has anyone here been to New York City before? Shout outs in the comments if you've been to New York City before. Let me know in the comments who's been to NYC. Okay, let's try this image here. So I'm gonna delete this and I'm gonna drag and drop. Drag and drop. Okay, Barbie doll said no. Barbie doll, you said you were from the UK. Like, are you from London? I've been to London before. I went to London, I think it was 2 years ago. Oh, now said it's on the bucket list. No, I've never been to Michigan before. I think that will be on my bucket list as well. You know what I forgot to do with this image? I forgot to upscale it. Look at that. We need to upscale. Newcastle, England. I have no idea where Newcastle is. Is it London? Northeast. I'm gonna do Newcastle to London. Newcastle to London. 5 hours? Oh my gosh. That's wild. That is wild. 5 hour drive. But yeah, I've been to London. It was cool. Oh, 7 hours? It was cool. What did I do when I got there? It was cold. So I didn't really want to go outside. I went to I saw the palace, Kensington Palace it's called. But it was at night. So it was kind of not easy to see. What else did I do when I went there? So I had ordered oh my gosh, what was it called? I had ordered shark wings, thinking that that was a type of chicken wings, but it was actual shark, you guys. Oh my gosh. I thought I was ordering wings. I saw shark wings and I thought I was ordering wings. Like, you know how there's barbecue wings, there's, I don't know, like, I just thought shark wings meant shark wings, but it was an actual shark. Have any of you guys ever had shark wings and chips? So the chips is the French fries. Shark wings. Your shark wings OG. Oh, you said, oh my gosh. I didn't really like the shark wings, but I didn't really have a choice but to eat it. Crafts and Bargain says, I've been to NYC, loved it, not to live, but just to visit. You know, I've lived in NYC like all my life and I'm tired of it. But to me, nothing gets better than NYC, and that's just because the pace, it's like the pace that I'm used to. It's fast paced. So now anytime I go anywhere else, I just think everybody's slow. So I get like annoyed. I'm like, why are they driving so slow? Why, like, I'm at the supermarket checking stuff out and everyone's taking their sweet time. And, people are walking in the street and they're taking the sweet time. If you guys have ever walked like in the New York City area, like people, it's like get out of my way type of situation. So, like when you see me, sometimes people stop me in the street and be telling me to smile, and it's not that I don't want to smile or that unhappy or anything. It's just that that's the New York lifestyle. Like mean mugging, just walk fast, get to where you need to go. I hate going to the city, aka Manhattan, um, because the tourists are everywhere, and I can't deal with it because they're all just standing there. Like you can't be on the sidewalk and you're just standing there looking. Like move out the way, you know? Um, but yeah. Oh yeah, that's how London is too. I went to a street. I forgot the name of the street, but they do shopping there. Oh my gosh, what is it called? There was like a lot of shopping stuff. I had to go to my Snapchat and look because I had tagged it in my Snapchat. But I was just like, oh my gosh, there's so many people here. But I was like the tourist in, like, how the NYC, like I'm complaining at the tourists. So it was like the opposite because the people from London were probably complaining about me because I'm just standing there. I was trying to take pictures. I don't know if you guys call it the subway or if y'all call it the lube. I don't know if I just made that up, but like I was like trying to stop and take pictures by the subway, and people were getting pissed. It wasn't the Trafalgar Square. It was something else. It was something else. Okay, I'm about to look it up in a second, but first let me think of what else I want to add to this image because I like how it's coming along. I like how it's coming along. I'm gonna see if they're let's see. Trying to see if I can find something else to add here, like the Range Rover. Mm, mm. I kind of like it how it is, to be honest with you. But something does need to come here. Maybe I can duplicate her, flip her, and decrease the transparency. I don't know. I'm just thinking. I'm just doing some thinking. This is not bad though. I actually kind of like it like that. Make her smaller. Telling you guys, sometimes less is more. It wasn't Oxford. Let me see. London. Was it Oxford? Is it like Oxford Street? London Shopping Center or something. It may have been. It may have been Oxford. Yeah, it was Oxford Street. That's where I was. And there was like a Zara. There was a Pandora. There was like a lot of stores. It was Oxford Street. That's where I went. It was super busy. It was super super duper busy. Okay, what do you guys think of this? A little, still feel like there's more that can be added, but I kind of like this though. Sometimes less is more. Sometimes less is more. But I want to move on from the ebooks and move on to the next thing here for this live. I'm thinking, what should we do next? You guys, I'm like, I just took a bite of something, so I'm like eating and talking. All right, so this is the ebook. Let's move on to the next thing. Um, mm, Mm. So let me just swallow my food. I'm sorry, you guys. Also, we're at 19 likes. Let's get it to 20. Now, what I wanted to say is, say you're going through the Explore tab and you see something that you like, but you're not ready to use it yet. All you need to do is click on this like button right here. And when you go back to the Explore tab, you'll see a button here that says likes, and it will house all of your likes for you so that you don't lose it. Interior design living room. This is good for those who are interested in real estate as well. So, first of all, we can ask ChatGPT to give us the prompt if we don't want to create it ourselves. So let's just say design a luxurious living room with large windows, large drapes, marvelous Christmas theme. I don't know. Marvelous Christmas themed, high ceilings, gold chandeliers, luxury aesthetic. Write MidJourney prompt for. Okay, let's see what that gives us. So this says luxurious living room with towering high ceilings, elegant Christmas decor, large floor to ceiling windows adorned with grand flowing drapes, opulent gold chandeliers casting a warm glow, a majestic Christmas tree decorated with gold and white ornaments, plush furniture with velvet textures, rich red and green accents, soft golden lighting, and a cozy, sophisticated holiday ambiance, luxury aesthetic. And I think, okay, so it's giving us the rich green and green accents, the rich red and green accents because we said Christmas theme. But we're also gonna do, I'm gonna pick out the colors next. So I'm gonna come here. So this is telling me I should do an aspect ratio of a 3:2, which is landscape. So if I did 3:2, this is what it would look like. And I'm gonna keep my stylization at 700 still because I'm just liking how my stuff is coming out, right? So let's say if we go ahead and we submit that. Now, let's say if we want our living room to be a certain color. Let's say if we don't even want it to be Christmas themed. Let's say, MidJourney prompt for luxurious living room that is white and gray marble aesthetic. And it's just going to develop that prompt for us. So, luxurious living room with a sleek white and gray marble aesthetic, polished marble flooring and walls, minimalist yet elegant furniture in soft gray tones, large floor to ceiling windows, a modern white sectional sofa, a central marble coffee table, subtle silver accents, soft ambient lighting, and chic contemporary atmosphere. What is this V5? Is that variation 5? Is it going to give us 5 different variations of that? Oh, version 5 of MidJourney. That's what I should have thought of that. Okay. So this is what it gave us. This is beautiful, you guys. Look at this. And imagine when we all start making $1 million from YouTube and our brands and creating content in MidJourney. You can come here and get the inspiration of how you want to decorate your home. Sometimes I create prompts like this and just imagine when we all make it, how we're going to be living. This is how I'm going to be living when I make it. What about you guys? So this was the first prompt. Now here's the second prompt, which is more of like a modern look. but still cute. This is version 5 of MidJourney. Let's redo it with version 6 and see how that looks. 6.1. So I'm already defaulted on 6.1. And version 5 is very low. That's very down here. So you know that we can expect a better crisp image with version 6. Yep. So this is the difference between a version 5 and version 6. Mind you, I feel like version 6.1 looks so much clearer. So I can't imagine how version 6.1 is going to start looking blurry to us when we start seeing version 7. And that's how it goes, right? Like back then we used to take pictures with our iPhones and Androids. Maybe not the Androids, but the iPhones. And I'll be like, wow, this image looks so amazing until the new one comes on with a better camera. And we're wondering to ourselves, how did we ever think this looked amazing? This looks horrible compared to this. So that's what's going to happen. Because I'm sure at one point we would have seen this and thought that it looked amazing. But just looking at it side to side with this being version 5 and this being version 6.1, it is clearly a big difference. So yeah, this is how you can create aesthetics for home decoration, home decor, interior designing. You know, you can get ideas for how the couch can look, how the walls should look, you know, how the lighting should look. Like when I look at this, I look at this nice chandelier and I'm thinking to myself, like, wow, this rug looks nice. The chandelier looks nice. You know, the flooring, look at where this table is. Everything looks nice. The mirrors on the wall, the windows, the drapes I want to have. So you can really use MidJourney for all of these different type of things. All of these things. And then you can click on these things. So like, let's say if we click on this one, like I said, we have that search function where we can search for other things people are creating as well. Look at this. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. You can even get inspiration on how to design your Christmas tree through MidJourney. So that is the power of a tool like MidJourney. And just want to remind you guys again, because I see the orders coming in, use the code JCFAM for that 50% off on all products. I'm going to put the link to the website in the chat for you guys, because I want you to take advantage of this deal. And like I said, we're doing MidJourney right now. If you want that personalized one-on-one MidJourney course where it's just me and you and no one else, hit that button because it's 50% off. And it's absolutely worth it because you see how we've done the style references, the character references, just drawing inspiration from different images, different tools like ChatGPT and all of those things. Now, there was something that I did the other day. We were doing it with celebrities. I think Barbie Doll was there, right? Because she was saying Chris Brown and all of that stuff. Now, you can use celebrities as style references as well. Actually, I had typed in Donald Trump the other day, and it just gave me an image of him straight up. Like, it didn't even look like a fake version of him. I felt like it actually looked like him. Let me see if that image is still there. Like the Obama image looked kind of but that Donald Trump image was just straight. Look at this. You gonna tell me that this is not Donald Trump? This ain't Donald Trump? If someone sent me this picture and told me that this is Donald Trump, I would believe them. But guess what? It's not Donald Trump. This is Donald MidJourney. All I did was type in Donald Trump. And it gave me Donald MidJourney, who looks like Donald Trump. So I'm telling you guys, AI is a very powerful tool. Look at him. Look at Donald Trump standing in the streets. This ain't him. It is scary. It is scary. But when I did Obama, which was right before that, like it kind of looked like Obama, but you could kind of tell that it's just like, nah. Like, you know what I'm saying? But for Donald Trump, You can't tell me that this is not Donald. You can't tell me that. Look at this. Looks just like him. Okay? Now, let's say if we wanted to use people, so let's say if you wanted to create an image of yourself, right? People ask me all the time, can you create images of yourself using MidJourney? Not really, right? What you can do is you can take the likeness of yourself, certain features, to try and recreate an image using the character reference. So let's take one of the celebrities, right? Let's take Kai Cenat because he's just coming up in my mind right now. Who knows who Kai Cenat is? He's one of the biggest streamers right now. He's on YouTube, but he's passed so many milestones with Twitch, right? So let me look at images of Kai Cenat, and I am going to use it as a character reference. Now, I don't know if MidJourney knows who Kai Cenat is, right? But we're gonna find out because I'm just gonna take his image and I'm just gonna type in Kai Cenat. But I'm gonna put this as a reference and we're gonna see what it gives us. And the purpose of this exercise is I want you to be able to take images of yourself and do the same thing. But you wouldn't be putting your name, obviously, because MidJourney is not gonna know who you are. But you would be putting something like, let's say if it's an image of you at the office or an image of you, I don't know, doing something, right? You would put that in the prompt. Image of so and so doing X, Y, and Z, whatever, right? And I'm going to show you what I mean. First, I'm going to use this as a character reference, and I'm going to say image of a black man with dreads. That's it. So you would say what your image is and use it as a character reference. But now I'm actually just gonna do this and just type in Kai Cenat and see what happens. The power of MidJourney, you guys. The power of MidJourney. Our other image should be ready. Okay, so I said image of black man with dreads, and it created this. Now, the next thing I want to tell you, hold on. Gotta take a bite of my snack. Now, does it look like Kai Cenat? Maybe. Not really. Let's see this. This one could have passed a little bit. They actually both look really alike. But what you do when you recreate those images of yourself is you do a 3D Pixar animation or Pixar animation, right? So let's say if I took this image and I say Pixar animation, black man with dreads, he is smiling. And I'm going to hit enter. I actually shouldn't be doing a 3x2 because the size of this is annoying me, but it's okay. Now let's see what this comes up with for us. Now, let's say if it's not giving you enough of that Pixar animation look that you want, what can you do, right? The Incredibles, they're Pixar, right? Who else is a Pixar animation? Pixar animation characters. And let me also do, let me see. No, I don't want a MidJourney prompt. No. Let me start a new chat. Give me a list of, let me say 5 black men who are Pixar animation characters. No clue who this is. No clue who that is. You guys, I don't be watching stuff. But let's just pick one of these, right? And let me paste this. Let me see. Okay. Joe is a Pixar animation character. So what are we going to do? We're going to take old Joe Gardner. We're going to take a screenshot. And we're going to come on in here. And we're going to drag and drop. Drag and drop. Drag and drop. Drag and drop. And we're going to use him as a style reference. We're going to use Kai Cenat as the character reference. We're going to use the prompt of the Pixar animation of a black man with dreads. He is smiling. And let me just say sitting in his gaming room. Let's see what that will give us. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to hit enter and see what we're able to get from that. Let's see what we get. Okay. To me, it's giving resemblance. Depends on the image. It depends on a bunch of things, right? Maybe we should take this image and DM it to Kai Cenat and say, look, we created you, right? In a Pixar animation. But this is how people create characters. Now, you want to take it a step further? How many of y'all have heard of Luma Labs? Luma Labs AI Dream Machine. Let me sign in real quick. Let me go to the Create tab. I need to go to the Create tab. What did I just do? Hold on, guys. I am all over the place. Let me go back. I need to go to the Create tab. Right? We're about to animate it. This is extra that I'm giving you guys now, right? We're about to animate. Let me go to my Kai Cenat image. Let's say if we download this one, right? We didn't upscale. I know we should have. But let's say if we download that image. And let's say if we take that image and we drag and drop it. Drag and drop it onto here. And let's just say we go ahead and we're not even going to put in a prompt. We're just going to do this. Yep, this is what I'm talking about. You guys have seen this before because I definitely talked about this on the live. And sometimes this is how people animate stuff. Okay? Like I animated this dog. You know? I animated this. This was a planner that I created. I animated this. You know, but the key is cutting off the animation when it starts looking a little bit funky. Look, this even added a person. Okay, so I didn't put a prompt, so I wanted Luma Labs to do what it wants to do with my image so that I can see. Let's see what it does with Kai. Okay, the hands look a little bit scary. There's some stuff going on here, right? So now what we can do is we can drag and drop. And I'm just going to say, I don't know, the character is blinking and smiling or something. And let's just put that in as a prompt. We're at 21 likes. Can we get the live to 25 likes, you guys? Can we get it to 25 likes? We've been on live since 3 p.m. Eastern, you guys. We've been on here for 2 hours and 40 minutes. Let's get it to 25 likes. And if you haven't already shared this live, make sure you share it. Okay. See, we can work with this. We can work with this. The power of AI. The power of AI. Okay? Now, back to MidJourney. Let's create some more images. Let's go to the Explore tab and let's type in Boss Babe and see what images we get. So some of these images, I'm just going to keep scrolling. I'm going to scroll far down because these images that are on the surface, we've seen them all before. So let's just scroll. Okay, this is what they have. I like this image. Her hands look funny. And the thing is, with MidJourney, MidJourney does not do well with hands, you guys. MidJourney doesn't do well with hands. Once it comes to the hands, sometimes it looks a little bit funny. I like this image, right? This says a melanated woman with long Brazilian body wave, middle part black hair, very voluminous, sits elegantly at a sleek glass conference table. She's dressed in a light gray tailored pantsuit paired with statement designer heels and a minimalist gold necklace. Her posture is straight, with one hand resting on the table as she reviews documents. The modern upscale office with polished marble floors and soft lighting emphasizes her professional and fashionable presence. Camera details, medium shot, indoor conference room, shot with a Hasselblad 30mm Kodak Ektar 100. So let's say if we were just to use this prompt. And let's go back to the Create tab. And let's say if we want to use one of our character references. The thing with the character references, though, is that when they're up close, it's a little bit too much. But let's try to use this as a character reference. So let me go to character reference and hit submit. So we're using that person's prompt, very detailed, but we're using one of our images as a character reference, and we're going to see what we get from that. Let's see if we get a nice image out of that. Okay, this is what we got. I like this image. This image looks nice. And these are the images that you guys can be using for the ebooks, that you guys can be using for your brand. If I see an image like this on an ebook, I'm going to be compelled to buy it because you want to give people what they would like to see themselves as. You know, manifest like a boss babe. A lot of us want to be boss babes. A lot of us we're all boss babes, first of all. But you know, you want to take that extra level. You want to show something like this. But sometimes you want to show something too that resonates with your audience more as well. I'm always doing people like this, but I should be doing, you could do men. We can do more mature adults. We can do so many things, right? Let's say if we did a mature adult. So let's say if I were to take, let's see if I use this as a style reference, and then I took this prompt and I said a melanated, mature woman. Let's say she's in her 60s, right? In her 60s, with long Brazilian body wave, middle part black hair. Okay, let's try this, right? Let's see what it gives us. Let's go ahead and select on enter. And shout out to someone who just liked the live. We're at 22 likes. Can we get to 25, you guys? I'm going to cheer you guys on so we can get to 25 likes. Let's get to 25 likes, you guys. Okay. So it's generating an image of a woman. Now, does this woman look like she's in her 60s? Absolutely not. So, and I think it's because we use that image as a style reference, but let's try it without the image and see what we get. Let's see what we get. I think because of the black Brazilian hair too, is probably throwing it off. Now we are talking. And you know what? It told me, I don't care about what you're saying about Brazilian body wave, middle part black hair. I'm going to give you the silver hair. Glam granny, period. You know? So you can create different images based on different audiences. I really like this image, right? I really like this image. Now, let's say if we were to take this image and we created a flyer with it, or we created an ebook with it, right? Let's come back over here real quick. And I'm going to show you guys, which I talk about all the time. We didn't do for the last one. You can find inspiration for your ebooks on Pinterest. That does not mean you're copying someone. Sometimes I show you guys things just to kind of like show you how simple and easy it is, right? Any design that I ever take from Pinterest or anything of the sorts, I never really use for myself. I just show you guys how easy it is to create something. You can look at something for inspiration, and it's so easy. It's so easy to create an ebook. For example, let's go to Pinterest. And let's type in, ooh, why did they X out her face? Okay. There's an ebook right here, right? We can recreate something like this. Let me open a new tab as well, though, because I want to create an ebook with a person too. Cute ebook. Because I want to show you guys how to dissect something when you see it, because that is the problem that a lot of you guys have. You guys don't know how to dissect what you see. And that's what causes you guys to not be able to create what you need to create. So let's take a look at this, right? Let's take a look at this ebook. How can you create something like this? It's simple. This ebook has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 elements. 8 elements minus the text. You need 8 simple things minus the text to create this ebook. What are those 8 things? You need a picture of a locker. That's 1. You need a picture of torn paper. That's 2. You need a background that's pink. That's 3. You need a planner. 4. Pen. 5. Starbucks coffee. 6. You need the girl. 7. And you need that box that's around the text where it says to take your design from basic to pro. 8. That's the only 8 things that you need. But some people see this, they get razzled. They don't know where to start. They don't know what to do. But it's that simple. If you have something like this, shout outs to this person, the Rich Girls Academy. You got something like this, what do? How do you get these things? The pictures of the locker, you can either A, get them in Canva, or you can create them in MidJourney. And I'm going to show you how in a second. The torn paper, Canva. The planner, you can get in Canva or you can get in MidJourney. The pen, you can get in Canva or MidJourney. And the Starbucks coffee, you can get in Canva or MidJourney. Okay? The first thing I'm going to show you how to do is get the lockers, right? And we're using this as inspiration. We're not selling this. We're not claiming it to be ours. Nothing. But I just want to take something as an example and show you guys how to dissect a design and create, because sometimes our minds, we're not creating properly. We're not thinking properly. Okay? Now, the first thing I would do in this situation is go for the background. We're not going to do the color pink. Let's do, I don't know, yellow or something, right? So I'm going to come to Canva. So we're going to come back to her in a second. Actually, we can use her. Instead of using the color pink, let's do the color gray. So I'm going to, okay, I was beginning the process of upscaling her. So let me upscale her real quick. I'm going to upscale her real quick. She has been upscaled. And let me just make her small over there real quick. Or let me just put her here for now. All right. Gray background. Now we could either go in the gradients, look for something like this and use this, or we could use solid, or we can just find a gray background in our elements. So many options. So many options. For now, I'm okay with this option. For now, right? Next step. Barbie Doll said, BRB coffee, need my Starbucks mocha. Girl, you saw the Starbucks right here and now you need coffee. And what? It's like 10 o'clock at night for you drinking this coffee? I can't do coffee, you guys. So the next step I would probably do now is the lockers. Where am I going to go? MidJourney. Whoops, where's MidJourney? Right here. Too many tabs open. Gray lockers. We're going to start from there, right? Keep it simple. Then we build. We keep it simple, then we build if we need to. Okay? We need to build. Close up of gray lockers. It's near 11 p.m. and Barbie Doll is about to drink Starbucks coffee. Is Starbucks even open? Close up of gray lockers. Nice aesthetic. Full view. Or something, right? We'll say something like that. You sleep on coffee? Oh my gosh. If I drink coffee right now, I will be up for the next 24 hours. Okay, let's say if we still can't get the image that we need. What do we do next? We go to Google. Lockers. Images. We want something like this, right? So what are we going to do? We can take a screenshot of it. I'm trying to see if I can find a better one. I'm going to take a screenshot of the portion that I need. Like so. Right? Take the screenshot. Come back to MidJourney. And what are we going to do? We're going to drag and drop. Drag and drop. Dragging and dropping. We're going to use it as a style reference. And we're going to say close up of gray lockers, nice aesthetic. Remove this. And hit enter. And hopefully this should be able to get us the image we desire. This should be able to get us the image that we desire. And would you look at that? I could say, I think we could use this image right here, right? So let's say we were to download this, and let's say if we were to come to Canva. Oh, I did ask for gray though. It's giving me blue. It's giving me blue. I don't want blue. I want gray. So let me actually rerun it. I want to retry this until I get gray. Let me do another prompt to color gray lockers and see what it gives me, because it's giving me blue. We don't want blue. Do I need to use this as a character reference, an image prompt? Color gray lockers. Let's see. It almost had me there. They keep giving me these blue lockers. I'm gonna use the different references to see if I can get my gray locker. Nope, it's still giving me the blue lockers. This is wild. That's disappointing. But I know what I'm gonna do next to fix this. I know what I'm gonna do to resolve the issue. What I'm gonna do next is, this could have been used, but it has that, right? What I'm going to do is, I'm gonna take a screenshot of this, right? And I'm gonna go to Chat GPT. And I'm gonna drag and drop, right? And let me go ahead and drag and drop that other image that I had too. So I'm gonna drag and drop those two images. And I'm gonna say, give me a prompt of, give me a MidJourney prompt. Sometimes, you guys, we don't get the answer straight away. So I'm taking you guys through my troubleshooting steps, what I would do to troubleshoot to get my desired result. Give me a MidJourney prompt of gray lockers similar to the close-up style of these images. Let's see what let's see what ChatGPT is going to tell me. So this says, a close-up view of sleek gray lockers in a row featuring modern industrial design, sharp details, and realistic metallic textures with visible vents, locks, and slight sheen reflecting light, high resolution, photorealistic. Let's say if I don't want it to look photorealistic. I don't want it to look too photorealistic. We'll see what that gives us. But in the meantime, let me copy this and let me paste it. And I'm actually going to change the aspect ratio too, because I want it to be landscape. And I'm going to go ahead and hit submit. Hopefully it does give me something great and it gives me something in that style. We're troubleshooting because we're trying to achieve something and we aren't able to get to it yet. So we're going to take all of the steps that we can to see if we can get to it. I think we're getting closer, right? But I want the lockers to be facing front. This is not facing front. Make sure the lockers are facing front. I don't want to see a hallway, just the cute gray lockers. Yay, Barbie doll is back. On that coffee, I'm drinking water. So let me try this. Remember, we're trying to find a workaround because we're not getting our desired result yet. A front-facing view of cute gray lockers in a clean and minimal design featuring soft textures and subtle lighting. Simple details like vents and locks evenly spaced with no background distractions. Slightly stylized, not overly photorealistic, focusing on charm and aesthetic appeal. Perfectly aligned for a balanced composition. Let's see what that gets us. Hopefully it gets us what we need. If it doesn't, we're going to have to take this to Canva because Canva, I'm pretty sure, has this element. Canva has thousands of elements. So I feel like this is as close as we're going to get. I don't really like it. So what we're doing is we're trying to create this, but with MidJourney. But Canva will also give it to us too. Because if I go to Canva and I type in lockers, here we go. Now it's a question of color. So if you can't find something in MidJourney or it's not working in MidJourney for you, you can try Canva. So for this, I'm going to crop it because I don't want the foot of the locker. So I'm going to crop it right here. Yeah, I should have said close-up line of lockers. Now let's say if we cropped it right there. And now let's say if we found that torn piece of paper, right? Torn paper. I spelled torn wrong. Torn paper. Too small. I want to find a real nice piece of torn paper. I want to see the options. I kind of want it to be torn on both sides. I think we could get away with this. Not exactly what I was looking for, but it will work. It will do. Right? It will make do. Let's put it right here, right? Next. We got the gray background. We got the lockers. We got the torn paper. The journal. Black journal. This looks like the same journal to me, because it is. Okay? These are Canva elements. These people are not reinventing the wheel. These are Canva elements. We can make it bigger. Let's see if I brought this down some. Okay. Starbucks coffee. I don't know if I'm going to find that here. Maybe. Maybe. Maybe we just want the coffee cup, right? It doesn't need to be exactly like what we saw there. Maybe it could be something like this, and then we just slap on the logo to it and the straw, because this doesn't even look like, this looks like the straw was just added behind it, right? I'm just showing you guys how simple it is to design something like this. You guys think it's hard work, but it really is not. Can I get a gray coffee? Hold on. Gray Starbucks coffee with whipped cream. White background. Let me submit. Okay. Let's see what we get. This ain't gray, but we'll make use of it. It's okay. Because I mean, it's coffee. There's no gray coffee. But it's okay. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna drag and drop it. This is Barbie Doll's coffee that she just drank. We're gonna drag and drop it. I don't think I saved it. Did I? Hold on. Yep, I did. We're gonna drag and drop Barbie Doll's coffee that she just drank. And we're gonna remove the background. We're gonna add it here. And let me see if I can find a gray straw. Mm, let me just type in straw. We might be able to change the color of the straw to gray, like so. Okay. This straw looks a little bit unrealistic, but y'all get the point though. You guys get the point that I'm trying to make here. Let me flip it. I think I could do without the straw. Straw's not even necessary. And this coffee might go because I'm not liking how it's fitting into my. It's not fitting into the gray aesthetic that I want. Gray and black aesthetic. Pen, black pen. Boom, boom. We can get a pen from the photos to make it look more realistic, like this. Okay, let me make it smaller, like so. I'm gonna put something else here. Now I'm gonna take my image of her and I'm gonna remove the background. And remove the background. Okay. So far I'm liking where this image is going. I'm liking where this image is going. So now I just need something to add here. And this is where the inspiration from here can come. Because here I can try and look for other things and think about what to add. Maybe I can add this plane. Hold on. What is the purpose of this? We don't even have a title, but this looks really business oriented, so I wouldn't want to add a plane. Maybe I can add a laptop. I can add a laptop. Let me see. I don't want something that looks too fakey fake. Sometimes the graphics look a little bit fake, but the photos look more real. But you don't want it to look too real, like realer than the image. But I think we can get away with this. Okay, so now all we need to do is come up with a title. Oh, I forgot all about this pen, you guys. Forgot all about the pen. We're gonna put the pen right there. So look at that. And now the next thing we're gonna do is come up with a title. So maybe the title can be the title. Let's go to ChatGPT for the title, saying ebook about mature women and being a boss babe. Ebook title: running a business. Grace and Grit. I'm not even gonna put how mature woman because I don't want it to include that word. But I like grace and grit. Dominate the business world with confidence and style. That's dope. I'm gonna copy the whole thing, but I'm gonna erase the mature woman part because that doesn't need to be called out. We were just using this as a prompt. So I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna do the text, and I'm gonna change the text of the color of the text to black. So grace and grit. This I'm actually going to X, and I'm gonna put another thing. I'm gonna put another title. I want to change the font for this, or actually, I might keep this font and might make this cursive, like this. Okay. Grace and grit dominate the business world with confidence and style. Now, let's say if we feel like this is too blending in or too against the lockers, we can add a white fade. Ooh, we're at 25 likes, guys. You think we could get it to 30? There we go. Now, with the fade, we want to make sure she's on top of the fade and not under it. But we want to make sure the pen is on top of her. There we go. Someone said cool. Hey, we had 26 likes. Can we get the 26 likes to 30? Can we get the 26 likes to 30? So look at that. This is really a change of how we've been doing our other images. The other ones have kind of been more, we I want to try to do different age groups and different genders. I think that would be like a really great thing to bring onto the live. But this is an example of how you can create an ebook. So with this one, we were able to draw some inspiration, and we can change some things as well. But we were able to draw some inspiration from hold on, let me send this back one. Draw some inspiration from Pinterest. We got our text, we got our elements from MidJourney, and we created our ebook cover. And now, let's say if our ebook cover, we're going to take it a step further because you guys know I got to give you all the information. There's no gatekeeping. Let's take it a step further. And let's say if we have grace and grit, dominate the business world with confidence and smile. Let's see. Hold on. ChatGPT. Grace and grit. We can say, write the intro for the ebook, and it's going to write an intro for us. So it says, welcome to Grace and Grit, a guide crafted for fearless, fabulous, and focused mature women ready to claim her space in the business world. Whether you're starting a new venture, scaling an existing empire, or simply dreaming of the day you can call all the shots, this book is your blueprint for success. Society often tries to place women of a certain age into boxes, defining us by outdated stereotypes or limited expectations. But the truth is, your age is not a barrier, it's your superpower. With years of experience, resilience, and wisdom, you bring an edge to business that younger generations can only aspire to. You've been through the trials, learned the lessons, and emerged stronger, wiser, and more determined than ever. This book isn't just about making money, though we'll cover that too. It's about embracing your unique journey, stepping into your power, and building a life and career that reflects the extraordinary woman you've become. From mastering the art of negotiation to leveraging your personal brand, we'll dive into strategies that balance elegance with determination, confidence with humility, and ambition with authenticity. Grace and Grit is not just another business book, it's a movement, a mindset, and a mission. It's here to remind you that running a business isn't about fitting into a mold. It's about redefining the rules, rewriting the narrative, and creating your legacy on your own terms. So grab your favorite pen, a fresh notebook, and a beverage of choice. Get ready to embrace your grace, unleash your grit, and conquer the business world like the boss babe you are. Let's get started. So it gives you, look at that, it gives you a 5-star introduction. Then you would come in here and you would paste your text. You add a text box and you paste your text. Now, this text is a lot, so we can reduce the font because this was a long introduction, right? Let's add our paragraph spacers like so. And we can choose to send all the font to the left. We align it to the left. Or we can do this type of alignment. Sometimes I like this type of alignment when it comes to a book. Sometimes. But I think we're going to do with the left. So we got it to the left. Like so. And the reason why I'm leaving this space around it is because you might want to decorate the page, right? You don't want the words to take up the whole page. So let's say if I was to take that image of the lockers that we had. So let's say if I was to take this and copy it. And let's say if I was to come here and paste, right? Because right now what we're going to do is we're going to design this page. And we can make it more transparent like so. And then we can take, we're not going to take her again. I would probably just duplicate this and make it like a pattern. I would actually flip it upside down. Right? So here it is flipped, and then I would just do it one more time and then flip that back to the way it's supposed to be. And do that. And there you go. I'm trying to move this up a little bit more. Let me see. Okay, yeah, it's fine like this. And there you go. Now you have the background design. You have your text. You can group your background together. Okay, this is what, okay, hold on. This needs to be on top like this. And we can group these together. So if you hit the shift key and hold all three and select on group, that way if you move it around, it all moves around together. So we can adjust it to your liking. And if you even want, you can add the extra touch of adding a white shape behind it. I could go to type in white. Let me see. I'll type in shape. There should be like a shape menu. Here we go. Shape menu. You can make it white. We could put it behind here like so. We can make it a little bit transparent. It doesn't need to be at a full 100. Doesn't need to be too low either. And you have this. You can add other stuff to the bottom because there's space in the bottom. So let's say if you want to add, I don't know, like a notebook or I don't know. We could think of things that we can add, right? We can add Let me see. What are some like office supplies I'm trying to think of? Paper clips, folders. Let me do a folder. I don't know, you guys. We're just designing. No, this shouldn't be transparent. Gold star or red seal. I like that. Gold star. You can add some type of gold star. Telling me that this is valid. I'll probably add it in the center. Delete the folder. I like this. I'll probably hold on. Let me group the text and the background together. I would probably move it down a bit. Bring the star down a bit. Yes. Let's look at the grid view. So we could ignore this, but look at this. Yes, right? This is the ebook cover, and then that is the content here on this page. All right. Then you can continue on to create more and more out of your ebook by asking it to create chapters for you. We're not going to go ahead and create the whole ebook, but I'm going to show you an example. Create chapter 1. Chapter 1 is called Embracing Your Power and Potential. And it writes a whole chapter for you with all of these paragraphs. And it's even giving you affirmations like, I bring value and experience to every space I enter. My wisdom and perspective are unique assets. I have everything I need to succeed. Okay? Then you'll say create chapter 2, create chapter 3, create chapter 4. It's good to let it know how many chapters you want. So I would say create chapter 1 and 5, right? If you know you want 5 chapters, so that it could know that once it starts getting around chapter 5, it's starting to like wrap it off in the end, and then you create your conclusion. So that is how you do that. Okay? Now, I'm trying to think what else. Does anyone have any questions? You guys, only Barbie doll been talking this whole live, and there are all these people in the live. So does anyone have any questions? Barbie doll, Nell. I haven't heard from you in a minute now. Crafts and bargains. Who else is in the live? Shout outs in the comments. We got 193 comments from people. But where are all the people in the live? Make sure you ask your questions so that I can answer them. So while I'm waiting for the questions to come in, once again, I'm just going to kind of review this with you because I want you to win. The new year is coming. And the code is JCFAM. Very important. The code is JCFAM. 2 new classes right here. The MidJourney and the Canva. Completely brand new courses. And this is personalized one-on-ones, you guys. Personalized one-on-ones. You're with me. I'm on with you for an hour. And, you know, we do lives. Sometimes it goes a bit over an hour. Like, we've been on this live for 3.5 hours, which is amazing that you guys are still here with me, rocking out and participating in the live. Let's get the live to 30 likes. But instead of it just being something broad like this would be a one-on-one with you, with me teaching you how to do it. I do recommend that you have a MidJourney account for this because ideally I would like for you to be sharing your screen, and I'm guiding you and telling you what to do. Because one thing about me is I'm a hands-on learner. So some of you guys might be like that too. I'm very hands-on. That's why when I come on these lives, I try to be as detailed as possible, because I've been in situations where people just explain something like one, two, three, and I don't really get it. I need that hands-on sometimes. So this is a very hands-on one-on-one class. 50% off using code JCFAM. But this 50% off is only valid during the live. You're going to learn the basics, the prompt writing tips. We're going to do real life application. So you're going to learn how to create visuals for social media content, ebooks and digital products, marketing campaigns, personal projects and mood boards, custom merchandise designs. It's going to be useful for you because you're going to learn how to create visually stunning assets for your brand and personal use, just like we do every single day. And we're going to save time and money by mastering these tools instead of having to outsource these designs. I tell you guys all the time, you guys are paying $200, $300 to these photographers to take your images when you can take your images on your own in MidJourney, and I will show you how. It will also help elevate your skills because I'm teaching you how to do something. So I'm showing you how to elevate your skills. I'm giving you that extra one-on-one detail time, and you're going to end up leaving that class with your skills elevated in digital marketing, branding, and content creation. And you're going to build your confidence in using MidJourney. Someone left a comment today that really stood out to me that said that I kind of make MidJourney look easy. And that is my goal. As someone who is teaching you or who's kind of working and collaborating together with you, my goal is to build your confidence in using the tool, because people think the tool is scary. We just dissected a whole ebook, and you might think to yourself, I don't know how to create this, but I just showed you how simple it is to create it. I just showed you how you can look at something for inspiration, and you got to think about the bigger picture. You got to think, what do I see in the background? What are the different layers that I see? That's what you got to think about in order to create. It's not just you look at something and it becomes extremely overwhelming to you and you're like, damn, like I'm stuck. Because a lot of people tend to get stuck, right? We're not trying to be stuck. We're trying to show you how to do it. So like I said, once you book it, how it works is you receive an email within 24 to 48 hours to choose your preferred date and time. You attend a 1 hour session. It's via Zoom. Or if you're not comfortable with Zoom, it can be your preferred online platform. And you walk away with the actionable skills and personalized insights. It's $100 per session, but with the code JCFAM, you get 50% off. Same thing for Canva. One-on-one. This is even less money, $90, but with 50% off, you get 50% off with code JCFAM, which is only available during the live. And here you level up your design skills. You could be a beginner, you might want to refine those skills, but I'm going to teach you how to navigate Canva like a pro, how to use the templates, how to customize the design, how to manage your brand kits, which is extremely important. You're going to master typography, color theory, and layout principles to create visually appealing designs. I'm always showing you guys the grid view. Grid view is a great way to kind of lay things out to see how everything flows together. You're going to learn about animation, video editing on Canva, and pro level features. So I do highly recommend that you have Canva Pro if you book this service. I think there is a free trial of Canva Pro. So even if you don't have the full thing yet, get the free trial. And you're going to learn how to use tools. We're going to talk more about background remover, the magic resize, the whole magic studio. And these are perfect for creating your social media posts, stories, business branding, ebooks and lead magnets, marketing materials like brochures, ads, presentations, personal projects like invitations and photo collages. And it's useful because you're going to be creating cohesive designs that align with your aesthetic or your brand. and you save a lot of time because you're learning the efficient workflows to create your professional content quickly. And you don't need design experience. I always tell you guys this. Canva is the new Photoshop. Canva is the new InDesign. Canva is the new everything. You don't need to have graphic designer experience because Canva simplifies it for you. And I even further simplify it for you by, sorry guys, I'm getting tongue tied. I further simplify it for you by giving you that one-on-one time so that you can go ahead and be able to do it on your own. And it's for all users. It's the same thing with how it works. You get the email, 1 hour session on Zoom, and you kind of get feedback and actionable takeaways as well so that you can improve your designs immediately, because some of you guys have designs already that you want to improve. And like I said, 50% off using code JCFAM. So that does turn into $45 for 1 hour. Like, you can get a meal with that. That costs even more. So why not invest in your business so that you can triple, your income? Haha, Barbie doll said I'll be the same. I can't even say the word. Yeah, I just get tongue tied sometimes, all the time. Next, the Shopify design. I think this would be the best bet for the 50% off. You guys have seen what I can do with Shopify. I designed a live website for you on Shopify. If you haven't taken a look at that live, go back to it because I did about 2 or 3 sessions on Shopify and how to design a website, how to get the product images for your website and everything. So make sure you check that out. Make sure you book the service because the new year is coming and you want to start fresh. And a good website builds trust. If your website doesn't look good, I'm not going to trust you. Okay? Good websites build trust with your clients and your customers. You want everything to be functional. You want everything to look good, so on and so forth. And it's the same thing with the logo because the logo builds trust. Remember, we were talking about image upscaler earlier, and I was saying that if you can't remember the name of the image upscaler tool, at least remember the design. So once we saw the butterfly with the magnifying glass, we knew that that's what it was. And that's why your logo is important, because your logo is what visually attracts people to your brand and shows you, connects people to your brand and connects. You don't have to remember the name of the brand. You don't have to remember certain words, but you see the logo and you're like, yep, that's the June creation. Yep, that's Barbie doll. Yep, that's Snell, and all of those things. So these 4 things I do want to highlight. Extremely important. A few of you guys have booked the growth session as well. So that's really good. Like I said, that's going to be going away soon. And we got the custom AI visuals for your brand. And lastly, I just want to talk about the stock images for a little bit, because the stock images, there were a lot of questions about stock images today, which was good. Christmas is almost here. So the day after Christmas, this Pretty Grinch image collection is going away. So if you do want to take advantage of it, make sure you take advantage of it now. 50% off using code JCFAM. And you take advantage of this because this is going to be going away soon because the holidays is almost over. But one of our most popular is the Boss Babe ebook cover collection, which everyone loves. I've gotten great reviews and positive feedback on this, that people use these images to create and design their ebooks. So we just designed a bunch of ebooks, and this is what you can use. This is what you can download and get to use. All right. Now, I don't see any questions. Maybe you guys have had enough today. We've been on here for quite a while. I was trying to go for a little bit longer in case anyone has any questions, but it doesn't seem like anyone does. Just to give you a quick recap on Canva. So with Canva, because I did do the quick thing with MidJourney, I want to talk about the Canva subscription. Let me see. I don't know if I can get that information. Plans and pricing. There we go. So like I said, there is free Canva, right? You can get Canva for free. Let me switch to monthly. You can get Canva for free. If you get Canva for free, it is $0, obviously, but you don't have Canva Pro. You have drag and drop because Canva is a drag and drop tool, so you can always drag and drop things. They have over 1 million professionally designed templates. There's 1,000 plus design types. There's 3 million plus stock photos and graphics. There's AI generated writing and designs. Um, Design, printing, and delivery, 5 gigabytes of cloud storage. So this is the basic, but I really recommend that everyone get the $15 plan. And as you can see, you can start a free trial. I don't know how long the free trial is for, but the $15 plan, it's probably for a month, but try it out, test it out. There's also Canva Teams, which is $10 per month per person, and a minimum of 3 people for $30 a month. So if you have 5 people, you're gonna pay $30 a month. But if you have 3 people, you're gonna also pay $30 a month. And there's Canva Enterprise, but highly recommend Canva Pro for the $15 a month. That is the best bet that you can do. And in terms of the interface, we talk about Magic Studio a lot because when we're designing, we go into Magic Studio. But there's also Dreamlab, which is an amazing tool where you can create content as well. So as you can see, before we were creating Grinchmas content, but I don't think we can do that anymore. There might be some copyright restrictions. We're gonna try to, let me try to regenerate this. There's a way to do that. Let me see. There is a way. Okay, if I click on the plus button, it puts it here. It's probably not going to work for me. Let's see. Maybe it will. It looks like it's generating something. So this is trying to say Mount Grinchmas, but it generates something for you. And the reason, so this is 16 by 9, but let's say if we did 1 by 1 and we created, right? And I'm going to show you why this tool is great. Let's say if it creates this for you. Now let's say if you like this design and you select on edit in a design. And that is why Dreamlab for Canva is a powerful tool. Now, let me see. Whoops, I don't want to do that. Hold on. I don't want it to override my design. I kind of wanted to take that design. So what I can do is if I go to design, let's say if I go to design and I type in sale, right? Now let's say if I take this, let me go to position. The issue with this though is the color, right? Because we're not going to be able to do that. So we're not going to use this as an example. Maybe we can use this as an example. So let's say if I took this, took this, took this, and took this, and I copied it, and I came over here, and I pasted it, right? Special offer. And let's say if I took a shape, I'm showing you guys how to design. That's why you guys have to book the Canva one-on-one session, because this is what we do. This is what we do. Except now we're doing it for your brand, and I'm giving you like the real master me and you class. You take a shape. It could be whatever color at this point. But let's say if we have it this color. Oh my gosh. Sorry guys, this just completely bugged out on me. It does that sometimes. This is why I don't use the command bracket key, because sometimes when I'm using it, it just kind of starts taking me to other pages and messes everything up. But I will put this here like so. And look at that. You already have, now clearly it's not Black Friday, but special offer. We can say Merry Christmas. super sale, super sale, super sale. Enjoy up to 50% off. And look at that. Look at how quickly you were able to create this. Now, let's say if you want this green to be the same color of the green in the photo, you can see the photo colors here, and you could make it like that. Now, I think it's too matchy matchy with that green, so I would make it something else. But the point is, you can change the color. You can, go off of other colors that are in the image. Like these are the colors of the houses. These are the colors of the highlights in the image and stuff. But you can select different colors. The other green was too green. I feel like I would probably go. I don't even know what I would go with. I feel like this green is way too green. I would probably go with the red, but let me see. I'm wondering if I should go with a photo color. If I went with this, I would need to add another shape behind it. Right? So like let's say if I went to elements and did shapes again, there would need to be something right behind it. Oh my gosh, I said I was going to stop using the command keys and I did it again. And guess what? Me doing it again caused it to take me out the page. Let me put this right behind here. Okay, so I would do something like this. This looks so nice, you guys. So nice. So this is an example of what I would personally do. And all I did was I created my image, and I created this image in Dreamlab, but I could have also easily created it in MidJourney. And then I took a template from the thousands, millions of templates that Canva has for a sale. I searched on sale, got this, was able to put it here and tweak it. And here, this is something you could put on your social media page. Then someone said it would make a good wrapping paper. It could make a good wrapping paper. There's so many things you can do with it. And you can even add an image to it. So let's say if I went to my uploads and I found one of my Grinch images, because I think I've uploaded Grinch images before. And let's say if I selected this one, right, and I removed the background. Look at that. Look at that, you guys. Perfecto. Let's say if I wanted to add some other stuff, like let me go to elements. Let me see something. You can add. Trying to find the perfect way to position it. We can add visuals like this. We can make it smaller. I think it needs to be a little bit smaller. I also don't want to block the houses. Right? We could add stuff like this. It might be a little bit too much. But my point is that there are a lot of things that you can add. Let's say if we wanted to add this heart, we could just remove the background. There are different things you could do. So this is going to be doing too much. What I wanted to do, which I feel like doesn't go with the Grinch theme, it would more so go with like a Santa theme, was do like you'd be seeing like the little reindeer hiding and stuff. Let me show you. Like stuff like this. Canva has stuff where you can do this. Okay. But this is more of like a Santa theme. I was trying to see if I could find something that was like a Grinch theme. This is like a Santa theme as well, where you can have something like this, and it's kind of like just, peeking over here like that. This actually doesn't look bad, to be honest with you. But yeah, there are different designs and different things that you can do like this. So, I mean, I would say that that wraps it up. Other things that you can do in Canva. So I showed you guys an example of how you can create something like this, and I think on another live we could probably go more in depth into it. But there's so much you could do with the text, with the brand kits. You guys already know about upload with drag and drops, the different projects, and all the different apps that Canva has. We've been using the image upscaler app the most, but there are a lot of other apps too that's available in Canva that you can use to kind of like make your business and brand better. So we are going to leave it here, right? It is 6:47 Eastern my time, so I'm gonna leave this code up until 7 p.m. Eastern. So that's about 13 minutes, and after 13 minutes, the 50% off will be gone. We did get a lot of orders today, so shout outs to you guys. And that just shows me that you guys are really invested in your future and invested in making your brand better and bigger. So look forward to working with all of you guys. For the people who did the digital downloads, that's amazing. For the people who booked the services, I will reach out to you via email so that we can schedule the time. Barbie Doll said, great stream again. Thank you. You're very welcome. And I will make an announcement tomorrow about the schedule for the rest of the live. So that announcement will be made on Facebook. So please, if you're not a part of the group, make sure you join the group because that's where those announcements will be. And if you're not subscribed already to the YouTube, make sure you are subscribed and just follow the announcement that is to come tomorrow. The announcement will be on the Facebook group. So everyone, enjoy the holidays, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.